Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. It's a doubleheader day today. We're for motorsports, so I'm going to cover the race that will probably start first. Well, to start, anyway, BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas, race 3 of 22 for MotoGP in 2025. Also, today's the Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series, race 7 of 36. So, anyway, the third race for MotoGP, also the third race without the defending champion in the field due to his injury suffered before the start of the season. And we'll see Marc Marquez looking to get a third straight perfect weekend. In the rain, by the way, so that'll be an extra wrinkle. Now I'm going to go over the starting lineup right away because when MotoGP starts, it starts fast. So, starting 22nd, driving the number 43. What the fuck? Driving the number 43, Yamaha YZR M1, no, 32. Driving the number 20, starting 22nd. Driving the number 32, Aprilia RSGP 25 for Aprilia Racing. 31 years old from Cesena, Italy, Lorenzo Savadori. Starting 21st, driving the number 35, Honda RC213V for Idemitsu Honda LCR. Anyway, for Idemitsu Honda LCR, 26 years old from Chonburi, Thailand, Somkiat Chandra. Starting 20th, driving the number 7, Yamaha YZR M1 for Pramac Yamaha MotoGP. 27 years old from Madrid, Spain, Augusto Fernandez. Augusto Fernandez and Lorenzo Savadori are here as substitutes. Lorenzo Savadori for Jorge Martin, defending champ. And Augusto Fernandez for Miguel Oliveira, who hurt himself last race weekend. Starting 19th, driving the number 25, Aprilia RSGP 25 for Trackhouse Racing. 24 years old from Madrid, Spain, Raul Fernandez, no relation. Starting 18th, driving the number 79, Aprilia RSGP 25 for Trackhouse Racing. 24 years old from Kiyoshi, Japan, Ayagura. He is the second rookie in the field after Chantra. Starting 17th, driving the number 23, KTM RC16 for Red Bull KTM Tech 3. 27 years old from Rimini, Italy, Enea Bastianini. Starting 16th, driving the number 33, KTM RC16 for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. 29 years old from Potchefstroom, South Africa, Brad Binder. Starting 15th, driving the number 5, number 5, Honda RC213V for Castrol Honda LCR. 34 years old from Caen, France, Johan Zarco. Starting 14th, driving the number 42, Yamaha YZR M1 for Monster Energy Yamaha MotoGP team. 29 years old from Barcelona, Spain, Alex Rins. Starting 13th, driving the number 43, Yamaha YZR M1 for Pramac Yamaha MotoGP team, or Pramac Yamaha MotoGP. 30 years old from Townsville, Australia, Jack Miller. Starting 12th, now that we're in the top 12, these are the drivers that made it to Q2. Driving the number 54, Ducati Desmos Adichie GP24 for BK8 Gresini Racing MotoGP. 19 years old from Murcia, Spain, Fermin Aldeguer. Starting 11th, driving the number 20, Yamaha YZR M1 for Monster Energy Yamaha MotoGP team. 25 years old from Nice, France, Fabio Quartararo. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 12, KTM RC16 for Red Bull KTM Tech 3. 30 years old from Figueres, Spain, Maverick Vinales. Starting 9th, driving the number 72, Aprilia RSGP 25 for Aprilia Racing. 26 years old from Rimini, Italy, Marco Bezzecchi. Starting, also let me put in, all right, 121.088. Forget it. Starting 8th, driving the number 36, Honda RC213V for Honda HRC Castrol. 27 years old from Palma, Spain, Joan Mir. Starting 7th, driving the number 10, Honda RC213V for Honda HRC Castrol. 27 years old from Urbino, Italy, Luca Marini. Starting 6th, driving the number 63, Ducati Desmosedici GP 24.9 for Ducati Lenovo team. 30 years old, 28 years old from Turin, Italy, Francesco Bagnaia. Starting 5th, driving number 21, Ducati Desmosedici GP 24 for Pertamina Enduro VR46 racing team. 30 years old from Rome, Italy, Franco Morbidelli. Starting 4th, driving the number 37, KTM RC16 for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. 20 years old from Mazarrón, Spain, Pedro Acosta. Now for the front row, starting outside, driving the number 70 and 3rd, driving the number 73, Ducati Desmosedici GP24 for BK8 Gresini Racing MotoGP. 28 years old from Cervera, Spain, Alex Marquez. Starting 2nd, in the middle of row 1, driving the number 49, Ducati Desmosedici GP24.9 for Pertamina Enduro VR46 Racing Team. 26 years old from Rome, Italy, Fabio Di Gianantonio. And on the pole, driving the number 93, Ducati Desmosedici GP24.9 for Ducati Lenovo team. 32 years old from Cervera, Spain, Marc Marquez, the GOAT of COTA. So, looking at the drivers who are currently racing here. So, Enea Bastianini Enea Bastianini and Maverick Vinales have each won it once. Alex Rins has won it twice. Marc Marquez has won it 7 times.
A sprint which only saw one non-finisher, of course, with Joan Mir's crash. Maverick Vinales also retired.
Bagnaia, Morbidelli, and Acosta and Fernandez have won at this track in Moto 2. So is Jorge Martin in the Moto 3.
Getting the butterfly churning in his stomach, but sadly still sidelined from the serious pre-season injuries he picked up in the week.
Let's see how Martinsville is going.
Taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality
Commercials.
Keeping a check on the 3 Aprilias, 4 Aprilias that are in this Grand Prix, of course. My girl, one of them on the slick tyres. Alex Marquez then, who has been second in all 3 sprints so far this season. Second in both Grand Prix. He's on the front row of the grid. He is on the Michelin rain tyres. So is Fabio Di Gianantonio, firing away from his first front row since Qatar 2023. Well, he's already had 7 COTA wins in MotoGP here previously. Can he make it 8? Marc Marquez firing away from pole.
Here we go. I love this. What the hell? Why'd you interrupt it?
Well, we're just cutting off the intro because look at this. We have our top 3 riders on the grid for this 20-lap Grand Prix of America. Marc Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez.
Why?
Well, it's a 100-meter Olympic sprint this now, isn't it? As Marc Marquez, a 7 times MotoGP winner here. Bikes are being pulled off the grid, left, right, and centre. Look at it, Miller.
What's going? Is it too rainy?
Aldeguer has jumped off the grid. So has Pedro Acosta. There's Maverick Vinales, 2024 COTA winner. Marc Marquez then has been able to switch onto his slick shot bike. We saw on the graphic just before we cut.
They're swapping bikes. Okay.
Top 3 on the grid. The Marquez brothers and Fabio Di Gianantonio. They intended to start this race on Michelin's rain tyres. Have you ever seen anything quite like
half the grid is changing bikes?
Underway here in Austin, Texas. You can see Alex Marquez's mechanics. It looks like there's almost sunshine breaking through the clouds.
So Luca Marini's essentially on pole position now. Looking at the view we've got now, he's looking up at him saying,
right, because all the other they have to start at the pit lane. Oh my God.
Fabio Di Gianantonio, Joan Mir, who were all inside the top 8 positions
is that Bender? Or is it Costa?
This is
Maverick Vinales doesn't have a bike.
Oh, Vignales.
Maverick Vinales is completely bikeless on
Wait,
the grid.
where's it? Yeah, there's the 12. Red.
Red flag. Wow, that has just been about as dramatic as you can.
What the hell?
Well, all hell broke loose, didn't it? They've badged this
Why?
Motor Grand Prix weekend hell on two wheels. Well, we've seen all hell break loose. Luca really standing there going, hang on, mate, what's going on?
Luke and Rainey was sat there. Fabio Quartararo does.
Well, that was freaking stupid. It's like the last time I tried to do a non... I don't even know.
Got the race delayed, and Jack Miller ended up with a 3 or 4 head start. The riders who are set on the grid now will be saying, hey, we were ready to go. The riders on slicks will be saying, we were ready to go. You can't let these guys delay the start.
Yeah, look at Marini's body language. He was quite adamant and quite clear perfectly with his rights to say, hang on a minute, I've lined up on the grid. What's going on? They made the choice to run it off the grid. We saw Maverick Vinales in the most bizarre situations trying to pull his Red Bull KTM Tech 3 bike back onto the grid. Well, Austin is world renowned for its city motto.
I'm going to check back at Martinsville. Let's see if we're going to...
Have been in victory lane here for a reason.
Okay, I'm going to go over the...
And races past.
All right, so I'll do the starting lineup now for the Martinsville. Okay, so here's the lineup for Cup, because I don't want to miss the start of either race. Even though, so starting 38th, driving the number 50, C3 Chevrolet for Team Amerivet, 49 years old, from Walnut Grove, North Carolina, Burt Myers. Starting 37th, driving the number 66, Cantor Power Systems Ford for MBM Motorsports, 47 years old, from Bakersfield, California, Casey Mears. His first start, I think it's since 2018 or so. Starting 36th, driving the number 51, Arby's Ford for Rick Ware Racing. Wait, Rue Reeves is the...
Driver, start your engine!
Rue Reeves is the younger brother of Max Reeves, who won the ARCA East race at Five Flags last week. Starting 35th, 6th, driving the number 51, Arby's Ford for Rick Ware Racing. 29 years old, from Greensboro, North Carolina, Cody Ware. Starting 35th, driving the number 35, Lucy Toyota for 2311 Racing. 26 years old, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Riley Herbst, the first of the two rookies. Starting 34th, driving the number 47, Sunny D Chevrolet for Hayek Motorsports. 37 years old, from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 33rd, driving the number 88, WeatherTech Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 35 years old, from Auckland, New Zealand, Shane Van Gisbergen, the other rookie. Starting 32nd, driving the number 12, Advanced Auto Parts Ford for Team Penske. 31 years old, from High Point, North Carolina, Ryan Blaney. Starting 31st, driving the number 43, Dollar Tree Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 28 years old, from Byron, Michigan, Eric Jones. Starting 30th, driving the number 7, Gamebridge Chevrolet for Aspire Motorsports. 25 years old, from Winnemac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 29th, driving the number 77, Delaware Life Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 22 years old, from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hosevar. Starting 28th, driving the number 10, Mark III Employee Benefit Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 33 years old, from Louisville, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Starting 27th, driving the number 6, BuildSubmarines.com Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 41 years old, from Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Keselowski. Starting 26th, driving the number 99, Freeway Insurance Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 33 years old, from Monterrey, Mexico, Daniel Suarez. Starting 25th, driving the number 34, ColorTech Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 24 years old, from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland. Starting 24th, driving the number 4, A&W Root Beer Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Noah Gregson. Starting 23rd, driving the number 16, Black's Tire Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 43 years old, from Los Gatos, California, A.J. Allmendinger. Starting 22nd, driving the number 41, HaasTooling.com Ford for Stuart Haas, for Haas Factory Team. 27 years old from Ladera Ranch, California, Cole Custer. Starting 21st, driving the number 60, Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 34 years old from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Prix. Starting 20th, driving the number 2, Menards Jack Links Ford for Team Penske. 26 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Austin Cindric. Starting 19th, driving the number 38, Long John Silver's Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 25 years old from Huntington Beach, California, Zane Smith. Starting 18th, driving the number 3, Bass Pro Shops Winchester Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 34 years old from Louisville, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Starting 17th, driving the number 1, Choice Privileges Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 32 years old from Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting 16th, driving the number 42, Family Dollar Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 27 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 15th, driving the number 71, Rockingham Speedway Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 40 years old from Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. Starting 12th, driving the number 8, Lucas Oil Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 39 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Wait. Hold on, I missed a couple people. Starting 14th, driving the number 21, Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford for the Wood Brothers. 34 years old from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Josh Berry. Starting 13th, driving the number 54, Monster Energy Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 22 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ty Gibbs. Starting 12th, driving the number 8, Lucas Oil Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 39 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch. And starting 11th, driving the number 19, Bass Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 30 years old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 24, Liberty University Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 27 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, William Byron. Starting 9th, driving the number 45, Mobile One, O'Reilly Auto Parts Toyota for 2311 Racing. 29 years old from Corning, California, Tyler Reddick. Starting 8th, driving the number 23, McDonald's Toyota for 2311 Racing. 31 years old from Mobile, Alabama, Bubba Wallace. And starting 7th, driving the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford for Team Penske. 34 years old from Middletown, Connecticut, Joey Logano. Starting 6th, driving the number 17, Kroger Old El Paso Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. 32 years old from Prosper, Texas, Chris Buescher. And he's the highest starting Ford. Starting 5th, driving the number 11, Progressive Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 44 years old from Chesterfield, Virginia, Denny Hamlin. Starting 4th, driving the number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 32 years old from Elk Grove, California, Kyle Larson. Starting 3rd, driving the number 48, Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 31 years old from Tucson, Arizona, Alex Bowman. Starting outside pole, driving the number 9, Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 29 years old from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott. And on the pole, driving the number 20, DeWalt Outdoors Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, with an average time of 19, with a pole time of 19.718 seconds and an average speed of 96.034 miles per hour. 30 years old from Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell. That is your starting lineup for today's Cookout 400. Meanwhile, back in COTA, I believe that they are now getting back onto the pit lane. But frankly, I think Cup is going to actually get going before MotoGP, because not all the drivers are even on their bikes yet. Stiff the curbing in the turns. Late stage caution, might pit and flip the stage. Stage 3 split in half. That is the race strategy presented by Straight Talk Wireless.
Should it go caution free? I think in stage 3 though, Mike, you'll see strategy all over the place.
Thanks, Larry. We were allowed to sit in on Alex Bowman's team meeting this morning.
All right, we roll through it here. Stages 80, 180, 400. First couple stages we don't have to stop, so that'd be pretty straightforward. Can't expect things to go right all the time, especially at a place like Martinsville. So if it doesn't, the execution will be what sets us apart. So George's home track, we'll let him break it down for us.
Because like that clock we're taking home tonight, it's time to wind it up. Clockwork on 3. 1, 2, 3. Clockwork.
There's the pit crew for the 48, led by Blake Harris. On the roof, Kevin Hamlin, the spotter. Martinsville was built in 1947. NASCAR started in 49, racing here on dirt. In the mid-1950s, Burt Meyer's grandfather won the very first race on a paved Martinsville speedway.
Myers brothers.
And his grandson, third-generation racer Burt, is in this field today.
I love my gig up here, Kevin, but there's only a certain few racetracks.
That's got, you know, it's pretty cool to see Burt Myers making his official Cup debut. All right.
Yeah, Davide Privia still absolutely furious. He was just saying that in the rule book.
Great. This is going to be annoying because they're both probably going to get started at the exact same time. Oh, well, okay. I'll watch the first lap of Cup and then I'll switch back to MotoGP. I don't want to miss the start of either. Good turnout. Well, I may have spoken too soon. Here we go. 400 laps ahead of the field. We're green at Martinsville. Bell's already clear. Elliott second. Bowman third. The battle right now for fourth between Hamlin and Larson.
You're going to see him be able to run too wide for a little bit, but you're going to have to get to that bottom lane to be able to put yourself in a position to not lose as many.
Or see some drivers going to the bottom. Josh Barrett making a slick move from the outside to the inside. Larson's trapped on the outside as Hamlin tries to muscle his way through. And it's Buescher and Bubba for 6 behind them. Hamlin gets the position. All right, quickly, back to Cota.
In the sprint here yesterday.
Doing one warm-up lap.
Of Alex Marquez, who can potentially break the Marquez stranglehold on this year's MotoGP World Championship. They've been first and second.
I just want to see the first lap, and then I'll head back.
And they have led every lap as well.
So, Cota's 20 laps for MotoGP. Oh, they're still doing another warm-up. They're doing another warm-up lap, so we'll give it another... Let me see. I guess I'll keep switching back and forth. All right. Battle for 9th going behind Bubba Wallace. He's actually back to 8th again, where he started. William Barnes trying to dive around the outside on Tyler Reddick. He's still stuck on the outside lane because he started 5th in the outside lane. Ooh, big contact there with Reddick. Briscoe trying to see if he can move to the bottom. Decides against it.
Chase Briscoe right there trying to put that car in there. He thought twice about putting it in there 3 wide.
It put pressure on him, though. He really drove off in the corner, did a good job getting him loaded up before he got in the door in the 24. Byron hangs tough, gets a good launch off the outside.
It's a good run for Byron. He's clear of Reddick for 9th. Red tries to make a bump, can't get there. Ooh, 3 Toyotas in a row, including Ty Gibbs, who desperately needs a strong run today. He hasn't finished better than 16th since the Daytona 500. All right, back to Cota.
Yeah, this is a dry surface now, isn't it? Maybe still a few damp patches for the riders to negotiate, but there's no mix now in terms of the tyre choice. This is a straightforward shootout. The only time we're going to see potentially rain tyres again today is if we get any further rain. And we do get into a flag-to-flag scenario.
Moto 2 was a wet race. All right, they're coming around to the final turn, so
are already warming up with some anticipation, the questions post-race for Ducati management, and in particular for a certain number 93 and his tactics, his strategy, call it what you want.
I really wish these races weren't all at the same time. It's a massive pain in the ass.
From what we thought was going to be our initial race start about 15 minutes ago. So he comes to the front of the grid there, Marquez, aggressive on the front end there, getting the whole shot device engaged.
Bell has fastest lap at the moment.
In fact, he's having a problem here, isn't he, Marquez?
Oh, does the 93 have a problem? Another bike have a problem. It's one of the Red Bulls. The 12, the bike who had, he didn't have a bike earlier. The Tech 3. Marquez still looking over his bike. Uh-oh. Here we go for MotoGP. Here we go. We're green. Marquez with a good start. He takes the lead, entering into turn number 1. Entering turn number through turn number 1. That's Alex Marquez the second. Here's Bagnaia. Started from 6th, going to make it to 3rd. DeJan Antonio in 4th. I think it's one of the Hondas in 5th. Oh, it's 19 laps now for Cota. Probably because they used up an extra lap in warm-up.
So Bagnaia made a pretty good start once again from the back of that second. Not quite as good.
Just want to see the first full lap, and then I'll switch back to Cup, and then check back.
In 3rd place on the 63 bike. It's Mark then that leads from Alex as they drop down through the spectacular 4th gear turn 10. Lap 1 of 19 here. Johan Zarco was having an aggressive start.
Zarco's up to 12, and you think he's Bagnaia hasn't made the move just yet. Farther back, we got a battle for 5th between is this for 6th? No, Morbidelli, Miller, and Acosta. Bagnaia trying to make the pass. He hasn't finished better than 3rd all year. Alex Marquez gets the switchback. There's a Yamaha of Fabio Quartararo trying to get around. I think that's Pedro Acosta. Ahead of both Red Bulls. No, that's Alex. That's Fermin Aldiger.
Quartararo crashed on the sighting lap on the slick tyres on a very wet coat surface. You have to say the track here does dry very, very quickly. The advantage
a 1 second gap for Marc Marquez. Morbidelli by Miller for 5th.
Already producing a masterful performance here at the front. Miller goes.
Ooh, Morbidelli trying to get back by Jack Miller. And here comes Quartararo trying to get by both of them. Okay, back to Cup. All right, Chase Elliott is only 0.7 seconds or so behind Christopher Bell. Closing in on the last place car of Casey Mears. Denny Hamlin is knocking at the back door of Alex Bowman.
We have all the hitters lined up at the front. You got Bell, you got Elliott, the 3 of the 4 hitter cars that we talked about. Logano's really good here. Wallace had a great run here. It's shaping up to be a fantastic race. Battle of the Giants.
Well, shoot. Well, I guess back to MotoGP. That's what I get for that. There's Acosta trying to get by Quartararo. Can't get there. He goes wide.
That's all down to the slipstream getting sucked into that heavy braking. Look at that. They're struggling up pretty much 300 kilometers an hour in less than 8 seconds on the most harshest braking zones.
Ooh, it was one of the Yamaha Prima-Max.
Miller go toe to toe.
It's Morbidelli passing Jack Miller.
in cruise control already at the front of this cota Grand Prix. We'll check the gap between him and Alex as we start lap 3 in marker 203.399 is the fastest lap so far. He's 1.1 seconds clear of Alex in second place. That was the gap at the end of lap 1, wasn't it, as well? And having lunged
So making that pass. Let's see. I think it's one of the Hondas. I say it's trying to Luca Marini and Johan Zarco. Both Hondas fell back at the start in minimal points positions. Furman Aldegar right now in 9th. Look poised trying to get his first MotoGP points. 2-minute laps or so is what they're putting down.
Second place. Bagnaia looks like he's settled down into a sensible sort of rhythm on this third lap of 19. Reminder, 19 lap race distance now to that initial Bolton start.
You can't give Marc Marquez
Who's that trying to get a move on Quartararo? It's Aldegar for trying to get for 8th. He gets it.
And launches on the inside of Fabio Quartararo. That was an impressive move, wasn't it? By the rookie. He's got some confidence in the front end of that Ducati GP24. Just easing Quartararo to the outside through 11. Snaking left and right on that heavy braking zone for 12 was Alex Marquez. As now Costa tries to make a move on the inside of Quartararo. That's going to be tight. Quartararo just resists Acosta. He's going to have another nibble now. They're going through 30 once again. Quartararo.
Ooh, that might be the door that Acosta needs.
Life easy, is it, for all of these riders that are queuing up behind him? He just doesn't have the straight line speed to really defend against Ducatis and KTM. The KTM is the fastest rider down in the straight line, and the Ducati is not far away from it. The Yamaha can't quite match it. This is a sight we haven't really seen much in 2025. Bagnaia looking to go on the attack. He said yesterday it was nice to finally overtake somebody in 2025. He's now got his sights set on Alex Marquez's second place.
Yeah, creeping back into contention. Not that he was ever too far out of it. It's the Gian Antonio there on the 49 VR46 Ducati. Marquez at 203.099. That's 3/10 quicker than Alex in second place.
All right, that should be enough for a cup to got back. We are. Oh, wait. What damn it, I missed the pass for the lead. That's on me. What the Elliott is pretty strong at Martinsville. Won in 2020, has a couple runner-up finishes. Hendrick has won at Martinsville at least once for the last 5 years. Caution is out. Debris, come on.
Caution at 31 laps. Debris up toward turn number 4. Yeah, I see it right there on the outside where the asphalt.
It's like a pipe or something.
Yeah, that changes everything up.
Sure does. That was not an expected caution. 80 laps, stage 1. That's the length of stage 1. So a pit stop would not be required. But, well, here we are under caution. Reigning MVP, Shohei Ohtani leads the defending champion Dodgers in a much-watched early season showdown. They'll play Bryce Harper and the Phillies Saturday at 4 Eastern on FS1.
Bagnaia got second place over Marquez.
It's a replay of Acosta finally getting through on Quartararo into turn 11, and Quartararo will be really handcuffed. Bagnaia at 202.797. This is very impressive early race pace by the double MotoGP world champion. 3/10 quicker than Markey was on that lap 4. The gap just under 1.4 seconds. Big room then.
There's Juan Mir trying to get by his teammate.
Back end of the top 10.
Oh, Luca Marini slams the door.
Honda Castrol riders there. Marini doing no favours to his HRC colleague Juan Mir. That was aggressive downhill into turn 2. And that's put Marini then up into 12th spot.
The top Honda is John Zarco at the moment, running in 10th place. Zarco's come from 15th on the grid, and he was the only rider in the sprint yesterday. He ran the tyre, perhaps already having qualified.
What the heck?
Thinking of the race on Sunday and running a tyre that he expects to race in the full-length Grand Prix. And Zarco at the moment making good use of it up into the top 10.
Alex Marquez is very au fait with following a bright red Ducati in front of him. But it's been a pursuit of Mark throughout Thailand and Termas, which ultimately he's come up short of. But now he has to contend with both factory Ducatis.
Well, I'll have to deal with that as
Brad Binder's just taken 6 spot away from Jack Miller, just slightly wide there, slightly wide on the outside curve was Bagnaia. This is him just desperately trying to regain some time on the brakes into turn 12. And Alex certainly.
this is how I tried to do the top to get the full leaderboard. Marquez got like I got still maintaining is about roughly a second and a half lead. We're still on okay.
Working up to peak Pecco that we've seen in the last couple of years, but this is without question the best we've seen from the double world champion in 2025.
Over the line, Marquez comes, and that's lap 5 of 19 completed. And he has responded to that sort of mini attack, that mini burst of speed from Bagnaia, marked down to a 202.466. So the 0.3 of Bagnaia recovered on Mark on the previous lap has immediately been regained by Mark there. Alex Marquez in third, still about 0.4 further back. Gian Antonio at the moment is really struggling to go with this top 3. He's dropped nearly 1.2 seconds behind Alex in that third spot.
We'll have to do this is turning into Fabio Quartararo. You just saw him there, top of your screens going up into turn 12. Both of the Honda HRC Castrol riders went past it into.
All right, well, you both Hondas passed Fabio Quartararo, the 2021 MotoGP champion.
Well, this has
Acosta by Binder for 7th.
in the past, as once again Pedro Acosta and Brad Binder swap overtakes the factory KTM colleagues, having a pretty good dice out here in Cota. Great drive there, did it? Great acceleration. And at turn 11, Bagnaia, there's no hope of Alex Marquez even picking up some slipstream, let alone trying to make a move on the inside of the Italian into turn 12. Alex Marquez there.
So there's the 2 Red Bull factories, factory bikes. So 33 and 37 in 7th and 8th. Not as good as they were last year, I don't think. And both of them finished in the top 6 in points.
He is the top non-Ducati right now, Miller in that 6th place.
Yeah, top 6 are all top 5 are Ducatis. The number 43 is a Yamaha.
Back-to-back fastest laps of the Grand Prix for Marquez. That one he's just chalked up a 202.433. Once again, about a quarter of a second faster than Bagnaia behind him.
All stayed out.
6 cars decided not to pit on this caution.
4 shifts per lap, 400 laps. You do the math.
1,600 shifts. Shouldn't be shifting though. Honestly, it's embarrassing.
1,600 shifts we'll have this weekend. It's a lot of shifting. 2 up shifts, 2 down shifts, just down and up. I mean, you're doing 4 shifts a lap, basically.
Obviously annoying to shift that many times during a race.
What the racetrack calls for, but it does get a little bit tiring.
It can make for a tough day for sure in the race car.
It's not bad. That's a lot of shifting, but just shift. It's fairly simple.
Tell you what shifted guys is the field. These guys staying out. What was it going to be? Close to 40 laps to go. It's going to be exciting right here. A lot of shaking up in the field here.
Well, the one thing that tells me is they're really concerned with the way that these cars handled in traffic. This was always a really difficult track with the aero situation that these cars are in. So now we've got cars mixed up on different tires.
All right, here we go. Restarting on lap number 40. Green again at Martinsville. Christopher Bell won the race off pit road. Logano was second off of pit road. They're up. They're already. He's up to 6. There's Elliott and Bowman trying to get around Riley Herbst. Ooh, they got by him. What happened to William Byron? Did he get a penalty or something? Or just a bad pit stop?
Josh Berry on point, leading the first laps for the Wood brothers here at Martinsville since Hall of Famer Ricky Rudd in 2005.
Ah, yes.
Still not resolved. Still 3 wide. Never what you want to hear at Martinsville, middle of 3.
Look at, oh my God.
You're going to be 3 wide. I must be on the inside.
Yeah, you see that bottom lane stack up and Riley in the wall right there.
Now trying to get around Bad Brad. Ooh.
All pressing. Looking back to Brad Keselowski, the BillSubmarines.com camp. He was one of those that stayed out.
And they're all over him in the mirror that he got down on the outside, Logano on the inside.
Let Bell cut down on his inside. Damn it. Logano, give him some room, please.
Yeah, Josh Berry just ran his fastest lap, so that track position is doing.
Herbst is stuck 3 wide. Oh my God. Contact there between Priest and Herbst.
Herbst has now fallen back to the back of the field.
Well, that's what happens. Yeah, you get the clean track position for these guys that are able to get singled out up in the front of the pack, and it takes a little bit of time for the tires to overcome the aero side of everything that's going on. So right now, these guys want to see them race side by side. That are leading.
Logano looks like he might force his way by Bell. What the?
Those guys to get held up as long as possible to click as many laps off as they can.
Speaking of hold him up, and that's Keselowski in the 6th car. You saw Logano hit him in the rear end, and he got Bell on the outside and held up 2 right up teammates behind him.
So 35 to go in the stage. The 22 and the 20.
Logano now looks like he's clear of Bell. He's probably going to try and bump Keselowski out of the way. Bowman's now past Elliott. Well, he's third of the cars. And there goes the bump. Logano clear. Almost clear of Brad. Bowman trying to follow Logano on the inside as Brad goes down. Oh, they're going to be 3 wide. Oh, and Bell is forced out of the groove.
When you throw that block, the guy below you has to decide, all right, I'm going to let you in, or I'm going to leave my fender in here and knock him off the racetrack like he did right there.
There's Ty Gibbs and right behind Brad. Both drivers are looking for good days because they've had a horrendous start to their years. I think they're 30th and 34th in points respectively.
And as a driver in Brad's position, you saw it with Riley Herbst, and now you're seeing it with Brad. It puts you in a position where you have to put yourself in as much of the way as possible to keep as many behind you. But man, I always hate being on defense like this.
So me too, and it's so hard you can't find a hole. You're yelling at the spotter, give me a hole, I need you down, I need down, and the next one fills the hole. So very challenging.
Logano now approaching his teammates, Blaney and Cindric.
Preceded that radio was actually trouble getting the right front tire off on the pit stop that slowed the stop down. Unfortunately, with this many cars still on the lead lap right now early in the race, really a big penalty. You lose a lot of spots, but a long race left to make it up. As you see it on the bottom right there.
Oh, Hamlin got lost. Reddick letting him back in line, I think. Logano, so side by side with Blaney. Berry trying to scoot away. I'm going to check, so I want to make sure I don't make a mistake on this for the Looks like the Wood brothers have not won at Martinsville since David Pearson in 1973. They have only two wins, another one coming with Cale Yarborough in 1968. Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened to Marc Marquez? He's... Oh, did the glass slipper finally break?
About the 2025 Grand Prix of the Americas for Marc Marquez. The crash on Friday, of course, the battle with his teammate Alex Marquez yesterday, and then the drama before the race even got underway this afternoon. And in the end, it's all gone to pot for Marc Marquez. There will be no 8th Grand Prix victory.
Oh, he wrecked. He crashed out. Well, he's back on his bike, but right now he's ahead of... Wait, Maverick Vinales actually made it on track? Okay, so Marquez is in 18th.
He's going to be all over the shop. Like you can see, he's got no right foot peg. He's got no screen. He's going to get an absolute buffeting. He's going to be getting pummeled now. Without a screen at 330 kilometers an hour. That happened to Ferdinand Aldeguer.
Damn, what did I miss?
When he came back to the pits after just 10 laps, he couldn't move his neck. Because such had been the physical strain as he powered down.
Gonna lose another spot to Lorenzo Savadori and gets it back.
Although, to be fair, with only one foot back, Marc Marquez has tried to resist Maverick Vinales and Lorenzo Savadori. Wow, can you believe when he tried his best to crash at turn 18 in the sprint on that one yesterday? He got away with that one. There was no...
Yo, yeah, damn. So they're talking about the wreck for where Marquez went off. It broke the peg where his right foot would go, so he doesn't have anything for it to brace against, like when you're riding a motorcycle. So that leg is basically flapping in the wind.
Good night as far as win number 8 was concerned here in Austin for the 93.
It's not in his makeup to pull out to give up a Grand Prix.
Pedro Acosta on pit road.
I saw going wide at turn 12 on the previous lap. Marquez is in 20th. That's because
And Acosta is out of the race.
Marquez might do the same very shortly because there's virtually no points to race for now at this stage of the race. Well, one world champion, of course, took Cristiano lead. Surely Pecco Bagnaia, given how he's been racing for scraps so far this season, surely he's not going to pass this opportunity up. He's continued to extend his lead over Alex Marquez. It's 1.6 seconds now. Alex Marquez, well, he doesn't have his older brother to worry about now, but he might still be on course for second place.
Of course, all the mayhem to Marquez has meant that Gian Antonio has been put into 3rd place.
Ducati's 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Anyway, back to Leonard Wood, one of the original Wood brothers. Logano's up to 3rd place, and then it's Bowman, Elliott, Larson.
Yeah, Mike, when I look at Josh Berry, that 21 car, obviously he's got clean air, but the one thing I like about that race car right now, he is using a
Now he's caught lap traffic. Casey Mears gives him room.
Less brake because they don't build as much heat, which can also create a lot more brake heat as well.
It certainly does. It helps you keep the temperature on the tire, less build up, brake temperature, and everything in between. And there's only one guy that has the affordability to do that.
Yeah, right now. Oh, as we see some contact right there between the 12 and the 2. Bubba Wallace going to take advantage.
Wall is trying to get by, and Tyler Reddick both trying to get by cars that have. I didn't realize Bubba Wallace got passed by Tyler Reddick. Wait, no, he didn't. I can't read. Well, Wallace got by Reddick, so Hamlin is ahead of this bunch. The 2 and the 12 did not take tires. I don't think the 3 did either. But Logano's now by Cole Custer for 2nd.
And they get nose to tail like that, the front end just does not turn in the middle of the corner. So that's going to be something that you're going to fight all day if you're going to be in traffic.
Well, the other thing that's hard, all right, so we're going to go to work on that. We're going to free you up in the middle of the corner and help that front end turn. Now you start getting loose in. Now you got 2 problems. Very tricky about this place. Don't let the car get too disconnected.
Michael Reddick, Austin Cindric here, this race for 9th place. And Austin Dillon.
And Reddick clears. Dylan going to shove it to the inside as well to get around Austin Cindric. Ooh! Looks like they hit fenders there, but Dylan is in the top 10. Logano's starting to reel in Berry there. A couple laps ago was 2.4, now it's 2 flat. Bell is in 13th right now. Let me check how much time's left in MotoGP. Like, those races just go by like that. Yeah, I'll check back. I'll watch the end of the MotoGP race after the end. Oh! Chris Buescher around!
He had been in quite a battle with a couple of cars, notably Zane Smith. Not sure if this was the result of pretty far down the straightaway to be just
I'll go a lap down.
There might have been contact involved as the electric.
There he goes. Now he's going back.
He was 24th. As we have our second caution of the day at lap 71. Casey Mears will get the free pass.
So all cars remaining on the lead lap.
Mears making his 490th career start in Carl Long's car.
Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding. Of course it was Hocevar.
And there's the contact from Prix. Not clear. No.
Or maybe Buescher wasn't clear.
Larry, think we'll get back to green here before the stage ends?
It's going to be a very short run. So do you want to stay out and score stage points? I think the majority of the field, especially from on back, maybe.
Well, I guess gonna watch it MotoGP.
Flip the stage and then stay out at the stage end.
Always a tough spot to be in when you're up in the front, want those stage points, but you know if you don't pit, you're going to get buried with track position by the guys that just sit back there and save tires.
Well, I still don't know how it happened. I don't know if he cleared himself or if he got spun. Logano staying out for the stage points. Most everyone else. Let's see. Logano stayed out. Bowman, Buescher, Keselowski, Allmendinger. That's 5.
Very nice job on those older tires to maintain track position. Just a little bit too tight with the nose of the brakes coming, and it's not turning as well as he wants to, causing it to lose a little quarter drive off. Jamie?
Yes, and Josh Berry and the 21 team did a really nice job on those old tires there as well, staying just a little bit tight in the middle, so they take 4 tires here, a little air pressure adjustment as they go to work on the left side.
Ooh! Berry pulling out. That stuck up Custer for a bit. Elliott, Hamlin, Custer, Berry, Larson. All right.
Now come across line 16th place. Now still waiting for a 33 for Brad Binder to come across the line to complete this 13th lap of 19. So he's either gone down or he's had some sort of adventure somewhere on the racetrack. Because Bernie Aldeguer was all sideways there, coming through the right-hander as he now gets up the inside of Johan Zarco.
Zarco this is for 6th place, and he started I think 15th or so. Johan Zarco's had a fantastic run to start the year in the Castrol Honda LCR bike. Marquez is out. Oh, 4 bikes are out. Binder. Oh, I didn't realize. Did he wreck or does his bike fail him? I think his bike failed him. So hold on, let me see. All right, Binder. Okay, so Brad Binder, Joan Mir, Marc Marquez, and probably Maverick Vinales is out.
Davide, you just spoke to Mark then after he came in. What did you have to say?
Yeah, he's sorry with the team. He's sorry for the team, but unfortunately he got a bit too much the corner and he touched the apex and he was a bit wet.
Thanks, Davide.
Yeah, it looked a pretty obvious call, didn't it, from outside as Marc Marquez just looked like he got a little bit too greedy as Aldeguer has made a way through on Zarco. All then catching out at number 93. Aldeguer was just a little bit offline as he came through turn 12. A little bit of look.
Zarco going for 6th on Furman Aldeguer again. Since Aldeguer got by. Marco Bezzecchi not far behind on the Premac Yamaha. Wait. On the factory Aprilia, excuse me.
In the MotoGP World Championship, spoke to a couple of this Brazilian team this weekend, and they felt like, even in the full wet conditions,
5 laps to go.
In cota, that he has had sort of top 5, top 6 potential.
Alex Marquez hasn't got that second place in the World Championship lead sewn up just yet. He's running in the high mid 203s. He lost 4/10 of a second on the last lap to Fabio Di Gianantonio, who we saw once he got into clear space yesterday had very good pace late on. So Di Gianantonio sniffing in second place. Of course, he's on course as it stands for a podium finish. His first since he won in Qatar late in 2023. Of course, won the early battle with his teammate Frankie Morbidelli. He was the one in position to take advantage when Marc Marquez left a podium position on the table. So we're going to check them on this current lap. Alex Marquez is going to respond slightly through the second sector of this lap, but Gianantonio is certainly not letting Alex Marquez rest on that second place yet.
Oh, Bezecchi looking a little wonky there.
So Joe Zarco directly ahead of him. This is Zarco in 7th. Bez at the moment in 8th place, closing right up on Zarco's rear tyre as they grab the handle of brake going into turn 13. Into the
What happened? I see someone saying, "Uh-oh, what happened?" Oh, that car does not sound right. Are you get hit by Bubba? Oh yeah, that was the contact on pit road.
The car shut off. He said the dash was black, and the track record pushed him around to his pit.
So his car might have shut off because of the contact with Bubba Wallace. Anyway, 3 to go, 2 to go in the stage. We're green again at Martinsville. And the 5 cars that stayed out, hold on. 5 or 6 or a lot stayed out. 7 cars stayed out. 3 wide between cars that did not pit. Nemechek, Prix, and Jones. Last lap of stage number 1. It's like a blockade right there. Damn. Elliott trying to make it almost 4 wide. Thinks better of it. Meanwhile, coming around to the end of the stage, it's Logano winning stage 1. Bowman 2nd. Allmendinger 3rd. Keselowski 4th. 5th place to Eric Jones. 6th is Nemechek. 7th, Prix. 8th, Chase Elliott. 9th is Denny Hamlin. 10th is Cole Custer.
No, I don't want to look. Erica, used car shopping doesn't have to be scary.
For the 28-year-old Spaniard, a former Moto3 and Moto2 world champion back in the day, on course to lead the MotoGP world championship for the very first time, leading Zarco now.
Zarco's now back to 8th place with 4 to go.
Zarco can't relax him because Enea Bastianini is putting together another brilliant late charge on the factory KTM. He has just picked up 9th place from Luca Marini. The tyre whisperer starting to make some noise here in Cota.
Meanwhile, Tony Aldega's about to double Jack Miller up for afternoon dinner. He's now already on this latest lap down to within 3/10 of a second. Here is that battle.
Here's Aldegar going, oh man, trying to match Ayagura's best of finish, I think a 5th on the year.
Easily here, take 5th position. 2.5 laps to go, 3 laps to go, of course, because Pecco Bagnaia was already gone across the line to start lap 17. So Tony Aldegar just...
Oh, he's got the run. Here he comes down the front straightaway. He's got him the nose of his bike ahead. They head into turn number 1. Miller has the inside. Looks like he's going to keep it unless Aldegar goes for the switchback. He goes for the switchback. Oh, that was close. Near contact, but Aldegar up to 5th place.
Not backward at coming forward, is he, Fermin Aldegar? He's can be a little bit hot-headed at times. He was often not winning too many friends and favours in the Moto2 World Championship, but what a ride this is by the Spanish rider. You have to sort of give yourself a knock on the head. Just remember, he's still only 19 years of age, isn't he, Fermin Aldegar? Showing exactly why Ducati picked him up before he even started last year's Moto2 World
3 to go.
Looking at our top 3 then, continuing to chart the gap, but it's come down again on that last lap. Gianantonio to Alex Marquez, half a second. The difference between the two of them in terms of their recent lap times. A personal best for Digia on a 2:02.8 last time around versus a 2:03.3 for Alex Marquez. The gap between them is now 1.3 seconds. Alex Marquez continues to hemorrhage time at that rate. He could have some last lap trouble from DG.
Well, some things never change, do they? And Anaya Bastianini, when he's on a Ducati or a KTM in MotoGP, you better watch out.
Bastianini by Zarco for 8th.
Because he's got
Oh, Zarco's down.
on the LCR Honda, Johan Zarco then, who was starting to lose places. He'd been picked up by Aldeguer, Betsecchi, and then by
He looks,
Bastianini.
body language says it all. He looks so dejected.
Beast on the inside into turn 12. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? For Zarco. Look, he might have actually just lost the rear as he picked up the throttle.
Aldeguer's no! Furman Aldeguer down from crash right out of 5th place. Damn, we've lost 6 riders today. That puts Miller back in 5th. And damn. Two laps to go, by the way. Amazes me just how far these guys can lean on their bikes without falling off.
That has pushed Marco Betsecchi then in the side of the top 6 in the factory at Aprilia. He hasn't got that top 6 coming up as well either.
Like his knees are almost scraping the ground. Fabio Di Giannantonio is kind of catching up to Alex Marquez. I got another angle of Hocevar and Buescher. I'm gonna watch that right now, see what happened. No, okay, Buescher cleared himself.
Luxury position in a MotoGP race where he's got a lap and a half remaining and he's 2.5 seconds clear of his nearest rival, which is still Alex Marquez. Di Giannantonio hard on the brakes. Look at the time that Di Giannantonio is taking out of the 73 ahead of him.
What did we say last season? Pecco Bagnaia arguably lost the World Championship to Jorge Martin because he made too many mistakes. You have to give Bagnaia credit, even when he's been off the pace relative to the Marquez brothers so far. He's brought the bike home and he's banked the points. And surely in this kind of situation, with Marquez out of the Grand Prix, just joining us, crashing out of a 2-second lead, this is one opportunity that Pecco Bagnaia simply has to take. He is a lap and a corner.
All right, white flag. Oh no, we're 1 turn away from that.
More significantly, it's the rider behind him who's going to see
Augusto Fernandez gonna score points.
a memorable day for one of the Marquez brothers, an unforgettable day, an instantly forgettable day for Mark having crashed out of that comfortable lead. The last lap underway then here, just about 5 kilometers.
White flag, last lap of Cota.
The gap between Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Giannantonio, will that stay pretty much put at 1 second? They both exchanged 2:02.9s on that last, and it does look like Alex Marquez will cling on to 2nd place and decisively seize the lead in the MotoGP World Championship for the very first time.
Yeah, credit to Alex Marquez there. Sense the danger, dropped back down into the 202s, and that should have nipped any Fabio Di Giannantonio hopes of 2nd place firmly in the bud. Morbidelli's in only 4th from Jack Miller, who did take a 2nd down of Morbidelli on the last lap. But Gigi D'Alini there watching on what he's going to get a factory Ducati victory on the Sunday afternoon in Austin, and Pecco Bagnaia has cut a desolate figure at times so far this season. He's had to sit silently and watch celebrations on the other side of the garage as Marc Marquez has won everything in sight so far in 2025. It's finally going to
It's Cota, where you've had upsets. Last year was Maverick Vinales winning the only race last season that was not won by a Ducati. So maybe this is the maybe this could be the only win Bagnaia gets all season if that kind of trend continues.
It's going to be a bright day for one of the Marquez brothers who's going to wrestle top spot in the World Championship, Fabio Di Giannantonio. After all of his injury struggles, all of his injury woes towards the back end of last season, the start of this season, he's going to make a return to the podium. But there are just 2 corners left now for Pecco Bagnaia to negotiate. Marquez blew it
Here comes Francesco Bagnaia. Pecco going for career win number 30. Francesco Bagnaia wins the Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas. Alex Marquez second, and Fabio Di Giannantonio fills out the podium. All right. Fourth is Morbidelli. Fifth, Jack Miller. So Franco Morbidelli is fourth. Sixth, Marco Bezzecchi. Seventh, Enea Bastianini. Eighth, Luca Marini. Ninth, Ayagura. 10th, Fabio Quartararo. Alex Rins is 11th. 12th is Raul Fernandez. 13th, Augusto Fernandez. 14th, Maverick Vinales, who didn't even have a bike to start the race. And 15th is Lorenzo Savadori. All righty. That's that. Now back to NASCAR. Well, I didn't.
We get it. As the #1 most visited car shopping site with the biggest selection of cars, we make sure your big deal is the best deal.
Live in January, Chris Myers, a stage break and a break for the hot dog stand. We're watching the race, taking notes, but in line is everybody here at the world famous hot dog stand. Sir, how good are these hot dogs?
Man, I'm gonna tell you one of them come to Martinsville. The Martinsville hot dogs are good. You might not get one, you might get three.
It looks like you've had a few. How many?
Yeah, I done had three already.
But you enjoy it. How do you
either get it plain or you get it all the way. All the way. Or I've got, what do you have?
I ordered a
You're gonna have to open
plain
that.
all the ways.
Oh yeah.
Well, what's amazing is NASCAR's oldest track, and these are the oldest hot dogs. Jamie's enjoying it.
They're pretty good.
And they sell over 70,000 each weekend, and they've been around for over 70 years. Just part of the tradition here. Right back to you guys.
Yeah, Chris isn't eating it. Go ahead, Jamie. Chris isn't gonna eat it.
I was
It
gonna
was
say,
just a prop.
the only
He's not
tradition
eating
I
it.
see is Chris belling out on eating that hot dog.
Come on, Myers.
I like go for it. I
I'm
just
not
wanted.
seeing him pass up a meal.
Eat it.
Oh, that's loaded. Slaw.
Who's the hot dog sideways? What was that?
And he only ate the bun. Come on.
You get slaw, onions, and chili on it for $2.
Good God.
At Costco. Well, back to the race. Now, Austin Cindric came.
What happened to Cindric? Oh, window replacement.
Power issues similar to John
Damn,
Deere.
this is the second Penske-related car to have a battery problem.
On top of that big black box. That's the same song, second verse.
And you see it right there in his hand. That's the exact same thing that they're changing in that. Penske.
That is a battery they just changed out like they're both those cars.
Thanks, Larry. So Josh Berry now 2 laps down. Cindric tail into the lead lap. Up front. Here comes teammates. Bowman and
All right, green, green, green.
John Hunter Nemechek up there with Denny Hamlin.
You know, I think Blaney would throw a fit if his car crapped out on him too. And where are they now? Berry's 2 down. Cindric's at the back of the lead pack. All right, who's gonna get the leaders to come back to the line? They're not clear of each other. Chase Elliott by a nose.
These guys have stayed out. These red tires, when they cool off, they fire off fairly decent.
And Elliott's clear.
Maintain some sort of track position like the 48 is doing right now.
Larson clear for 4th. You got Nemechek and Custer behind him. While it's 3 Toyotas. Bell watching 4. Bell, Bubba, Gibbs, and Reddick.
Well, that's the risk that you take when you don't pit with the whole field, and then the whole field decides that you're going to have to come to pit road, and you get the stage points, but now you lose all the track position.
Wait, Bowman has spent 60. He hasn't pit yet. Wow.
Inside Cole Custer. And battle for second.
Hamlin gets it.
Denny Hamlin. NASCAR's short track best. Coming to the front. Second place for Hamlin. Alex Bowman in third with John Hunter Nemechek trying to hold on to fifth. They have not been to pit road since lap 33. So that's 63 laps ago.
Well, the way that this race has gone at the beginning is not what anybody expected. There's never been a green flag in a Gen 7 race during this spring race. So we're already twisted up compared to what we've seen in the past year. So if we get a long run, I'll be really interested. You already see the 48 finish.
Bubba to the inside of Nemechek.
You see the 42 right
Yeah, Adam.
on the outside of Bubba Wallace. So he's got a whole line of cars on the inside of him now. So it's going to be interesting to see what this strategy shapes out to be.
Drivers finishing the lead lap all 6 races. Nemechek, Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, Reddick. One of these is not like the other.
The year that they've had right now, you see him running in, let's see, 6th right here. So really fast yesterday in practice, had a good car on the long run. Now he's got the track position to go with everything that he's been doing. The things that they have done on pit road, they've had good pit stops, they've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's so far. So now you got the track position to go along with everything else.
And he's going to have his teammate Chase Briscoe right behind him, and then Tyler Reddick. Toyota cam for Briscoe.
Showing at your door. Show outside. You're clear.
37 cars on the lead lap. The only car locked down is Josh Berry, and he's down 2 due to that battery replacement. Bubba has a look inside Bowman, and he's got room. They come off the corner with fourth place. Then on the right, Reddick fighting for 10th. Taking it. There's Michael McDowell winning the Easter weekend race at Rockingham.
He's in 11th. Nemechek continues to fall back.
Tough to be John Hunter Nemechek in this situation. You've got worn tires, the best you can do is hang on.
And really, that's all you can do. And I hate racing like that. I hate being on defense, but sometimes you have to mix things up in order to put yourself in a position. But if this goes on a long run, you're going to see them.
Ty Gibbs enters the top 5.
Ty Gibbs up past Bowman for 5th here.
Tough to start the season, but the way that those guys have started it, is you see John Hunter getting passed by the 4 car on the outside, and sometimes I think that's a better strategy to be able to just let the guy go on the outside of you so you can get that whole line of cars in case you wind up with a hole. You can make some better lap time, but still bleeding positions.
So the 42 was 33rd when they chose this strategy. We'll see how it plays out here. He's back at 16th, 17th as Suarez works that way around to the outside.
Well, they better be careful not to gain the top. He's really struggling to keep speed here. They're passing him on the inside, the outside. They're having
Suarez by Nemechek.
everything in between. Here comes another one.
And the question that I would ask Larry, do you think that they're going to try to split this stage with as bad as they're running?
Kevin, that would be a stretch. This is a really short stage.
100 laps is the stage length. 28 clear so far.
I just think this is too short of a stage to do that. 3rd stage, yes. Just not sure about this stage. Dillon to the inside for 10. Moving Nemechek back to 19th. And there's Joey Logano in 20th. Remember, he started back about 27th after being the first car to pit road at the end of stage 1. So here come the cars with fresh tires.
That's Nemechek on the outside. They're just stacked up all around him. Just very tricky to try to navigate around that car. Obviously down on tires. And look how bad they're stacked up behind him trying. As one gets stacked up, it gives you an opportunity to make a run on them. Patience is a virtue right here.
Byron, Dillon, Hocevar all lined up to move to the inside, and now they've kicked Nemechek out of the top 20. Joey Logano up 8 since the restart. Ty Gibbs up 5 into the top 5.
See the 41 car Cole Custer there on the inside of Alex Bowman. We talked yesterday during the qualifying show just how good the Stewart-Haas cars have been at Martinsville over the past years. And now you got the Haas factory team with Cole driving the car, single car team, and that success and everything that they've done in the past seems to be bleeding over to Martinsville with the performance of that car.
Let's move up to 2nd place, Denny Hamlin. Jamie?
Yeah, you're watching what Denny Hamlin is doing. They unloaded this week and they really liked the pace of this car. They really like this new tire, this softer tire they unveiled here in the fall. That plays into Denny's hands. They made some adjustments as the drive off. It isn't great, but guys, we always talk about Denny Hamlin being so good here. He's won here 5 times. But Mike, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years since Denny Hamlin took home a car. Perhaps to change that today.
Well, Jamie, you're right. He told us in the pre-race they came with a different setup. He was tired of running 2nd, 3rd place. Kevin, he told us he felt like that.
Custer not able to complete the pass on Bowman.
cars. Eric Jones, boy, he and AJ Allmendinger have been going at it. A lap and a half ago, Jones.
They're not even in the top 20.
Going into turn number 3.
Custer made the pass.
Allmendinger repays the favor, and it was more than bumper tag. It sent him up a lane. Watch this.
Well, that's a little egregious in my... Oh, don't you dare compare that bullshit, Mike.
Not quite. You could definitely tell they were not happy. You knew something happened there. Eric Jones said that Nelly in the rear like that. I mean, he came from nowhere, hit him hard.
And that's how hard they fight here for 27th place. Chase Elliott leads at Martinsville.
If you want to see the big...
Of course. Oh my god.
Coming up, a full weekend of football, and it starts with Fox UFL Friday. And the Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers at 8 Eastern. Next Sunday, 6:30, the San Antonio Brahmas take on the St. Louis Battlehawks. That's the United Football League on Fox and FS1 next weekend. We are under caution. Burt Myers' car coming down the front straightaway lost fire and coasted to a halt there. You saw he was
Burt Myers in the number 50.
Couldn't quite make it. They will push the number
Damn.
to pit road. That is the fourth caution flag of the day. Casey Mears to get the free pass here. Larry, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, Mike, everybody's got at least 30 to 35 laps on their tires. We're going to go back racing with probably close to 50 laps left in this stage, so this may be a good time to see everybody hit pit road and get those 4 fresh tires. That caution was John Hunter Nemechek, the 42 cars, best friend.
Now, he is 29th right now. And as the caution flies, Chase Elliott has led only 2 laps this season before today. He's now been out front for 41, one more than Josh Berry. They are the biggest lap leaders here so far.
Nemechek wasn't the only one on the brink there. You had Buscher, look back there. Josh Berry, Van Gisbergen, Cindric, and Keselowski. Those guys were really starting to ratchet up the battle to stay on that lead lap. Try to put some distance between them and that guy right there, your leader.
Well, that guy right there, he's been busting all day. It's fun to watch him drive this racetrack, and the way that his style is sliding up the racetrack and the drive up off the corner. We saw it at Bowman Gray. Seems to be the same thing again today.
Now, a couple drivers in the top half dozen, Ty Gibbs and Cole Custer, are each looking for their first top 10 finish of the year, and they are going to stay out along with Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin will be the new race leader, as most of the lead lap cars come to pit road in front of Regan.
Mike, the 9th car, Chase Elliott, deciding to pit right here. Told crew chief Alan Gustafson that the car really has not changed all day, even with the rubber on the track. Just a little bit tight on the 9th car, Jacob.
We're glad that Kyle Larson decided to come in, making his 150th start for Hendrick Motorsports. Just told Cliff Daniels, his crew chief,
Oh!
I feel like my car is really good. He's down on
A bad launch for Bowman. I took the coat off.
Bowman had a stutter and a stop coming out of his pit.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought the same thing, Mike.
Briscoe beats him off pit road. Logano also with a fast pit stop.
And Bowman stuttered, but then got going. And so no contacts are in, no collision.
Welcome to Mo.
Oh, I didn't. So I was yelling about number of Xfinities. What I didn't hear was Mike Joy calling the race, yes, Xfinity race a dumpster fire. Another one?
That'll make for a long day for Josh Berry having to run all those switches off. It'll be hot in that thing.
So the top 5 stayed out. Larson and Briscoe.
SPG's a lap down on my end.
Chase Elliott got 4. Chastain and Logano each got 2 tires.
Here we go again, we're green.
As we go back to green.
Hamlin in the lead. Bubba second. Gibbs third. Custer forced rewind.
That was with the old car. Look at this in turn 4. Chase Elliott was the meat in the sandwich.
Ooh.
All the way down the backstretch and all the way around turns 3 and 4. But they made it with minimal, if any, contact. Now Logano caught in the middle as Cole Custer is backing up. Reddick muscles his way in there. McDowell right behind him.
Yeah, Cole Custer, he's been shuffled to the outside. He's just trying to hang on to find somewhere to get down at least into the
Oh, he goes way out of it.
He goes again off the front bumper, Michael McDowell.
Zane Smith thought about making it 4 wide into turn 3. I'm glad he thought better of it.
Well, when it gets jumbled up like this and you have those opportunities to take a 3 wide or gain 1 spot, I mean, it's so important to take advantage of that. So you have to be aggressive. You have to put the nose of that car in there when you have the opportunity to make up a position.
We don't see Ricky Stenhouse because he had another speeding penalty. His second of the day recently out of that.
Oh, Lord.
Denny Hamlin just run the fastest lap of this race, 93.66 miles an hour.
And just following up on that, from earlier in the race, these tires fire off really well after they cool off, and that is just another reason to believe that they're going to fire off all night.
Logano on the outside 11th, working his way back up through.
First getting Suarez in fourth.
With his teammate, Ryan Blaney. Play nice, boys.
Well, it becomes difficult to be able to finish the pass on a car. I mean, the guys on the outside, like I mentioned earlier, they want to get to that right front fender to let you not finish the corner. But what happens in these Gen 7 cars, when you make contact with the right front, it instantly wants to snap the car around. So you can defend that inside car pretty well if you get aggressive with it.
There's a lot of bump and thump, and a good bit of it involves Riley Herbst and Brad Keselowski right there. And there's Cole Custer in a tough spot. Push to the inside.
Oh.
Josh Berry coming. Berry's 2 laps down.
And that's frustrating, having a great race car like Josh Berry had. Just drove off in that first stage and was able to really showcase that. But see some contact right there with the 20 car and the 99. The car in front of them we hadn't mentioned very much. Ross Chastain.
Top 5 for Ross.
I don't even know where he came from. He
Oh.
had a great restart right there.
Good crossover.
Where it just kind of moved out of the way. Lost 2 positions down the straightaway.
So far. And we'll see it. There's the stopwatch.
Prix not in that position yet.
Look at the back bumper of that car.
Cedric, the electric cam from Chris Buescher. Looking inside of Cody Ware. All these are lead lap cars.
So much different when you're able to race in the front and do the things that Denny Hamlin is doing right now, into a rhythm. Him, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Chase Briscoe, all those guys that are single file. And then you look as you get towards the back of the pack. It's always such a busier day in the back of the field because you're always side by side. You're running into somebody. Somebody's running into you. Way better up here, Flynn.
By the way, yeah, absolutely. That's where you want to be, and that's where Toyota is right now. But the way this race is playing out with these cautions coming out here, they're everywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4 Toyotas.
Can't get a good
Another Toyota in 7.
answer on who has the good car yet because we haven't quite seen that long run that we need to see to get a good gauge on it.
Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Chase Briscoe.
All right.
4 Toyotas out in front at Martinsville.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance.
Hamlin continuing to pull away from Bubba. I don't think we've hit the lap traffic yet.
You slide across there with no front tires, you get that pass, and it wants to turn. The more rubber gets built up, the more they move around.
Ooh, look at Bowman sliding out of the way.
Larry, Alex Bowman had that little stutter stop on pit road, and then you said he came back in. What for?
Well, first, the stutter stop was good because they told him to stop because the
Elliott up to Gibbs. He passed him. But Wall's closing in as well on Hamlin. I don't think we may actually have hit the lap traffic. Casey Mears goes a lap down. NASCAR Insight's piping in for the first time. It's their, they want to run a kind of a comparing drivers on their stats per race based on several metrics. So Elliott ranks 9th today for passing. Or was there Corey Day as well?
Yeah, William Byron has been screaming to the refusal about just how tight that race car is, and they've definitely been working with him, trying to get him to move the line around.
14 to go on the stage. That should help with making some adjustments.
You're dead in the water when you're tied at Martinsville. You can't carry momentum. You can't get off the brake and let the car work. You can't pick up the gas because it hasn't rotated around. You're going to have to get that thing freed up. Needs a pit stop. But you're right. Goes back to what Bell told us yesterday after practice. The car's freed up as the run goes. So maybe, just maybe, that plays in his role as this run plays out.
Yeah, and it's good watch Austin and Ty Dillon right here. The problem is, Clint, this Gen 7 car through the center of the corner is always naturally kind of tight here, and especially when you're in traffic. So what happens when you start talking to the crew chief about freeing that car up, a lot of times what will happen is it'll start getting loose on the entry, and it'll start getting loose on the exit, and it'll affect the entry and exit more than it will the center of the corner. So always a tricky balance that, honestly, I was never very good at.
Now, Denny Hamlin is now caught in the lead lap cars. First of those will be Ricky Stenhouse, and as we talked earlier, these cars will be a little harder to put one lap down. They're all trying to stay on the lead lap.
And you see Denny Hamlin, he'll start working that high groove to try to cut across like we were talking with Chase Elliott. He'll start working up the racetrack right here, down in the corner, and then cut the car down next to the curb to try to get the drive off to get position.
And this may take something out of his lead, which was 1.7 seconds when he caught Stenhouse.
Again, those first two cars have older tires. When you look at Denny Hamlin and
Wow.
Wallace, and Chase Elliott's now really starting to
Not realize how old the tires were. Now I can see Elliott closing in the back of Bubba. And Hamlin is not that far behind. Far ahead. Really now that the lap traffic is there.
really high, cut back across the bottom all the way back to that curve. That's what Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, the guys that typically have success here can move around and do the things that they need to do with their car.
Coming in 8 to go.
To go on the stage.
And that lead was 1.7 and now down to 1 second. Tell you what, I cannot believe I just heard you.
I mean, Hamlin's probably going to have trouble getting by the lap traffic because his tires are so much older than everyone else. 98 laps on tires.
You see Denny out there who's still struggling, trying to get by Ricky Stenhouse, and Stenhouse wants to hold him up as long as he can and try to keep him from getting to the next car to put him a lap down. He wants to fight as hard as he can to try to stay in that lucky dog position. So it makes it tougher on the leader than usually the second and third place cars.
Well, the cars that Hamlin is trying to lap, they have 50 lap newer tires than he does.
That's the textbook line that we were talking about with Chase Elliott. Entering high, crossing over. Watch him set up Bubba Wallace here.
Bubba's back down.
I think Bubba kind of moved up,
Oh.
saw what he was doing.
There he goes.
Underneath of him. Here we go. Past the second.
I was talking with Bubba yesterday. We did an interview with him. So interesting to hear the
Gets the spot.
comments that he has.
See if he can track down the number 11.
Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, so many of the Kyle Larson, so many of these guys came up at the exact same time. And here they are still battling out on Sundays in the Cup car.
Wallace on those one tires slipped up the
3 to go. 2,500 laps out of Martinsville, most among active drivers.
Started working the blue flag with the yellow stripe. That's not a move over flag. It means there's a faster car behind you. Be alert, be aware.
2 to go on the stage.
Look at that, 2,500 laps there. That just goes to show you just how much Denny Hamlin and how much success that he's had at this particular racetrack.
Oh, they got by Stenhouse, but probably won't have the time to catch up to Hamlin for the stage win. Last lap of the stage.
Chase has made up a ton of time on Denny being held up by the 51 car. It's not going to matter. Denny's going to get this stage win.
Now they come out of turn number 4. Denny Hamlin wins stage 2. Elliott second. Bubba Wallace third. Ty Gibbs in fourth. Fifth is Chase Briscoe. 6th, Ryan Blaney. 7th, Ross Chastain. 8th, Christopher Bell. 9th, Kyle Larson. 10th, Tyler Reddick.
The field piles up behind him as a result. Austin Hill steals the win in the $100,000 dashboard cash, but look at the pileup. Harsh words afterwards, and probably more to come, because Sammy Smith, not only did he not apologize, he tried to justify what he did.
Mike Joy
But he tried.
mincing nowhere.
He tried to justify it, but you know, it's definitely not what we all want to watch, and not the racing that we were brought up in. So it would have been better to just make the call on the spot than wait. You know, penalize a move like that. So it's unfortunate that we had to watch all that.
Well, I'm sorry. I said the Xfinity Series was a dumpster fire. It's not. A dumpster fire is contained, and that series is not right now. So this morning, NASCAR Director of Competition Elton Sawyer said in the drivers' meeting, he referenced those two races. He said the key word in the tower today is going to be respect.
Yeah, but even Cal Petty, you're not wrong, right? Respect. What does that mean? All right, these kids, it isn't wrong. Usually, it works, right? You get the pass made. There's no consequences, is what I'm trying to say. That needs to be a penalty. If it's that blatant and that outlandish, that is a simple answer to me. He should have been launched on the score, right? For the race, at least bare minimum. That was such an easy answer, and something that they're going to have to step in on. But just to say respect is going to fix it, well then they need to get out of the way with those security guys and let those guys run about respect.
He was talking about today's race and today's drivers who are entering pit road. Pit road's open. Tuesday is penalty day in NASCAR, and we'll all be paying very close attention. Regan.
Seconds in the 54. Too loose off of the corners right now, but extremely tight center is the primary problem. Asking for water already as well, and Chase Elliott in the 9 car. Car took a step tighter in that run, about 25% tighter than it was the previous run, and doesn't want to hurt rear security.
Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace both pitted on lap 73. That was a long run for them. The 11, Denny pretty happy with it. A little bit loose. No issues in the center now. Bubba Wallace feels like that car is on top of the racetrack. Specifically the left tire air pressure adjustment.
Hamlin's right off pit road. Elliott, Wallace, Briscoe, Bell, Blaney, Lars Logano, Chastain, Gibbs. Wait, Wallace have no tires?
Alex Bowman's pit, and then back up to get service. So he will be at the back. We're at the end of stage 2, where Denny Hamlin has scored the stage win at Martinsville.
Used car shopping?
2 rows, 2 dogs. Who sold?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's pause for the facts.
Oh.
Like nearly half of all used cars, this puppy has been in an accident. But Carfax.com shows how an accident impacts price, so you don't have to overpay.
Huh.
Unpause.
Wow, this is cool. Yeah, sorry they fall.
Shop with the facts at the all-new Carfax.com.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. Kind of innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
What happened to no phones at the table?
Sorry, honey, it's a work thing.
Yeah, work over here too. Got a text from Alan saying your business vehicle is now protected with Progressive.
Just like your home and auto. When did you text it? I thought that's what we were doing.
Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's.
Fox UFL Friday lights up prime time with the reigning champs. This is what makes it exciting as the Birmingham Stallions take on the Michigan Panthers. Fox UFL Friday kicks off at 8 Eastern.
You think those phone guys will ever figure out how to keep 5G home internet from slowing down during peak hours?
Their customers have to share wireless signal with everyone in their area.
You know, it's kind of like when you bring a really big cake for your birthday and then there's only for the birthday girl.
But wish her a happy birthday.
No, it's
Get needed too. Don't settle for T-Mobile or Verizon 5G home internet. Get super fast Xfinity internet you don't have to share.
40's gonna be my year.
Meal kits are the worst. No, really, I've tried them all and they are all the same. But something better has entered the
No. Remote.
Hamlin and Elliott will restart from the front row. Toyota and Chevrolet, the whole top five except Chase Elliott are Toyotas. Joe Gibbs Racing had not run a lap with all four cars in the top 10 before today this season. So they're having generally a good day. Hamlin, Elliott, Wallace, Briscoe, Bell.
Here we go again.
Larson, Logano, Chastain, Gibbs. Gibbs lost 7 spots on pit road. Elliott lost 6. And the Brixton lost 6.
The longer run right there that we had is got this race back sorted out.
All right, Hamlin leads. Bubba trying to get the inside of Chase Elliott.
11, the 9, 23's been good. Bell back to the front with some track position. But how about Blaney? All the way from 32nd, finally established.
This is what we want to see. We want to see the 9 and the 11 go at it. We think the 9 has a little bit better car, but having a little bit better car by Denny Hamlin could be a tall task.
Bubba Wallace is not making it easy for Elliott to get by. But he's by now.
Because he started this race 32nd. Made their decision too soon. Very good strategy has now put him up in the top half dozen where he dives under Chase Briscoe, trying for a top 5 spot here.
Yeah, the farther that he's moved his way towards the front, the better that car is going to handle. So,
amen.
I like the takeoff speed out of Bubba Wallace and watching him up there in front of these guys. I'm telling Briscoe, all these boys, they're finally, we've got, I think that long run is definitely a big part of what we're seeing right here. We're going to see another one too.
Briscoe trying to hold off Kyle Larson now for 6th spot.
This will show us one of those no-lift shifts that Larry was talking about. Watch foot on the floor, never lifted. As soon as that thing bumped the rev limiter, went right back into gear. It's time. You know, gears pass, you have to pump the gas just a little bit to make that shift. These guys don't have to do it anymore. Coming in hot. Jack Speed on the bumper to the 5.
you see that one car, go ahead and feed that bumper to the 5 on the entry.
This is the first time since the start of the race that the whole field has been on equal tires. Everybody was on pit road around 187. Logano looking for his first top 10 of the season. Did he catch the ball here? Yeah, he did.
I think he got moved into the wall. Probably not going to be very happy about it.
You saw him shove the 54 out of the way.
Wow. Oh, Herb's around. The Lucy Toyota.
For the 6th time today,
Stays on the lead lap.
Let's look at what happened. Oh, 3 wide.
Yeah, you see him up there on the outside.
Oh. Oh. What the hell? Second time watching Cindrix wreck someone this year.
After contact from Austin Cindric.
Oh, we listen to everything that the booth said about the Xfinity race.
Well, he tried. Yeah, he tried to justify it, but you know, it's not. Well, he tried. Yeah, he tried to justify it, but you know, it's definitely not what we all want to watch, and not the racing that we were brought up in. So it would have been better to just make the call on the spot than wait, you know, to penalize a move like that. So it's unfortunate that we had to watch all that.
Well, I'm sorry. I said the Xfinity Series was a dumpster fire. It's not. A dumpster fire is contained, and that series is not right now. So this morning, NASCAR Director of Competition Elton Sawyer said in the drivers' meeting, he referenced those 2 races, and he said the key word in the tower today is going to be respect.
Yeah, but even Cal Petty, you're not wrong, right? Respect. What does that mean? All right, these kids, it isn't wrong. Usually, it works, right? And you get to pass me. There's no consequences, is what I'm trying to say. That needs to be a penalty. If it's that blatant and that outlandish, that is a simple answer to me. He should have been launched at least the last position on scored, right? For the race, at least, bare minimum. That was such an easy answer and something that they were going to have to step in on. But just to say respect is going to fix it, well, then they need to get out of the way with those security guys and let those guys learn about respect.
He was talking about today's race and today's drivers who are entering pit road. Pit road's open. Tuesday is penalty day in NASCAR, and we'll all be paying very close attention.
Well, he tried. Yeah.
He'll choose wisely. So Josh Berry took the waiver out. He's trying to get himself back on the lead lap. Shane Van Gisbergen, there's the WeatherTech cam on board the 88. He is the free pass car, so he will be 34th, last car on the lead lap when we restart. Hamlin and Wallace, 2 Toyotas will be on the front row.
All right, here we go. Time to do it again.
And the Ford of Ryan Blaney. He has arrived. 32nd where he started. Just past halfway. 194 laps to go. Back to green.
Green, green, green here in Martinsville. Hamlin, another great jump. Elliott's on the inside this time instead of where Bubba Wallace was in the, well, he was in the outsides for Bubba Wallace is now. I think it'll help him get to second better, faster. He's side by side with him.
Second place, nobody can clear. Actually, Elliott got a better run up off the corner that time than Bubba on the outside.
He's going to get him. And Christopher Bell's up to third or fourth. Elliott's clear now for second. We've got a Toyota ahead of him and 2 Toyotas behind him.
First 6 are single file. That's Chase Briscoe on the outside. That's 7th place. Ty Gibbs now outside Briscoe 3.
Briscoe lost a 2-3 spots there as he was waiting for what you heard. Couldn't finally clear down and get in line.
Drivers working the outside include Gibbs, Ty Dillon, Suarez, Todd Gilliland, Eric Jones, and Will Grayson.
I've been pretty impressed with how they're able to run this outside line to be able to defend themselves. And
It's funny you said that. I was watching the 9 car and he's entering way high again, trying to set up a pass on Denny. Not quite there yet, but he is definitely moving around. Kevin, as soon as I heard you say they're running the outside, I looked up. That's certainly where he's at. The takeoff speed of we saw that when they first had tires on was really good. Long run speed not quite as good as Elliott's was. That last long run, Elliott obviously ran down Hamlin towards the end of it. Let's see if he can do the same.
Austin Dillon working hard and making the
Got
outside
Reddick
work.
to the inside.
I think he's got a really good race car. I think as the we noted earlier, he had a little bit of trouble in the pit stop.
More than halfway through, by the way.
But he's been steadily working his way back forward. You see his brother Ty right behind him in that 10 car. So decent day for both of those cars, but 3 definitely moving forward.
Hamlin's starting to pull away.
Michael McDowell just ahead, racing for the Rock. NASCAR returns to Rockingham Easter weekend. Truckhead Xfinity Series. Hopefully get a big crowd. Then we're going to take the train to the Rock. They got a train running now from Raleigh and from Southern Pines down to the racetrack. Great idea. Who doesn't like the train ride? Head to the racetrack.
I like trains. I'll at least ride in them. Underrated mode of transit. What? Missed opportunity for Harvick. Talking about his experience at Rockingham. Never won there, but raced there in some capacity for 5 years.
Charles tonight got the promotion from the truck series. As a matter of fact, he won both of the truck races here last year, but he moved on up. I talked to Charles this morning about making that big move, and he said, with my engineering background, it really helps to jump into the process that they have going on here at 2311. They trust each other. It's a great hearing so far, and let's just listen to Bubba and his thoughts on his new crew chief.
Tonight he's new to the team, new to the squad, new to the 23 team. So it's a big learning curve for him. He's been so invested at picking up the ball quick and taking it to new levels. Somehow he renewed Freddie Kraft's contract for me personally for the 15th year. My big brother, it's nice to have a familiar voice in your ear. Although it was nice when he got suspended for tennis. He wasn't there, so I think that's future.
Yeah, Bubba and Freddie obviously have a great relationship, but I think when you go back to Charles and the crew chief position, when I did that interview with Bubba, it just screamed confidence and the things and the answers that he had to every single question. It was like, no, we have more structure. I have more structure in my life. I'm a new dad. I'm into understanding that it takes more work than everything else that I've done in the previous years. So having that routine, structure, organization, motivation and happiness to go along with the situation to make that circle of life right makes this race car go faster. Now, obviously, Charles is doing a great job in putting fast race cars on the racetrack, but that driver believing in the race car and the crew chief and everything about it also makes it go faster.
Oh, it's a little smoke from Stenhouse.
Up there as Cole Custer made a hole on the outside and filled it trying to get around Noah Gragson here. Josh Berry
Back on the pack.
With that battery replacement.
Oh, look at Prix. Oh, I think he hit the curb and it got his car all out of shape.
Come across the nose of the 60 car right there and ran him over the curb, and it put Prix in a position to now where he's got to defend himself to try to maintain the track position.
Sandwich. A Ford sandwich. Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, things are really stacked up back here.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about earlier in the race. Racing at the back of this field is just way more intense than it is up in the front because those guys are able to get strung out and get the rhythm. Back here, you're just fighting for your life.
Well, there's Josh Berry on the outside. Talking about fighting for your life. I mean, he cannot go anywhere. He was once leading this field at ease. The role has changed when he just won't let down the barrel. Chris Buescher, 33rd, but on the lead lap. Let's get back up into the top 10 and Regan.
Oh my God, Ross Chastain running in the 7th position, doing a very nice job today, moving forward and also moving forward on the restarts very nicely. Each restart seems to gain spots. Right now, the car, when he loads the right rear, just a little bit too loose, but something to keep an eye on for this run. Crew Chief Phil Surgeon told me right before the race that strength was the long runs of the car. It felt really good if they could get some long runs in.
Well, he ran as fast as possible just on the restart for this stage. So did Denny Hamlin, our race leader, and so did Ryan Blaney and Chase Briscoe. All ran their fastest lap as we restarted for stage number 3. Nemechek on the outside there.
He is having a rough go, struggling out here for grip in his car, holding everybody up, trying to get out of the way and just can't.
Inspired Motorsports bound Justin Haley, Carson Hocevar.
Oh, man. That's a tough way to race your teammate right there. You see Hocevar just go up the racetrack and slam into the side of the center.
And then gave him away after he went off. Sorry about that. I think. They're battling for 20 points.
Saw the hood blow up on that 7 car yesterday during qualifying. Went out on the racetrack and blew up over the windshield. Daniel Suarez right here.
Suarez got the top 10 left just there.
Yeah, I couldn't find him up there. Stumbled on my comment, but we've seen this the last several weeks that Daniel just kind of finds their way up towards the top 10, able to put himself in a position.
All 38 cars are still on track, which is pretty good.
All right, now instead of taking you to a car commercial, we're going to stay right here for commercial-free racing from Martinsville. We're going to go Toyota all out. 169 laps to go. Ryan Moore is in third, just ahead of Sir Christopher Bell, the fourth, Denny Hamlin leading.
Oh, so we are in a bit of live traffic. There's a 66.
Bubba came into the Cup Series, and there was always a lot of attention focused on him. And I just got the feeling it was very hard for him to build trust with the people around him and the people supporting him. But what I heard in that interview was a much more confident, as you said, Bubba, who now has full trust in the crew chief, and they're facing forward, they're moving.
Absolutely. You know, when I was driving, I had a very small circle of people. I didn't
program. That's exactly what they're doing right now. Currently, a Chase Briscoe.
Hitchcock Racetrack having a good day. Tyler Reddick, on the other hand, back in 15th place. Usually, you see him on course.
Elliott's starting to close in, about 8/10 now. I think we have hit the lap traffic mark now. See, Nemechek's 20 seconds behind the leader.
But I do believe that they have some room to improve. This is not the start of the season on it. Looking back at Homestead on tracks that he's typically good at, we haven't seen.
Ty Gibbs has had fuel suit issues, looking for a top 10 here. He runs in 9th place. 5 Toyotas in the top 10, including 1st, 3rd, and 4th. So thanks to Toyota for providing us with more green flag action here from Martinsville with our Toyota All-Out segment.
All right, whoever's led this race has drove off.
Here's the, all right, there's Nemechek.
Now it's time to get in lap traffic, and I think that maneuverability in these cars is what's going to determine your winner. Let's see who can do it the best.
Larry, this track has that long green flag run look to it. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, Mike, I think what's going to happen, they're going to end up splitting this stage in half. Which means they're going to
220 lap stage, so pitting around 110 to go.
I think that's the best way to do with the tire fall off that we have. But if you're back in the pack, you may see some unorthodox strategy. You may see them trying to split it in thirds. You may see somebody just trying to run low on fuel, trying to get that caution. I think the leaders split it in half.
Chase Elliott's been one of those leaders most of the day. Currently runs in 2nd. He's led 32 laps today. Hamlin's been out front for 116 circuits, by far the most of any driver.
And I think that the cloud cover, and you see the sun start to pop out, as I mentioned that here and there, but I think that the cloud cover has kind of minimized that fall off. It doesn't seem to be like it's as big of a spread today as it has been in the past. But we also haven't had really deep green flag runs like it feels like we're in the middle of right now. So hopefully we can get deep into this run and really see which cars fall off bad.
It's lap traffic. Every time we catch lap traffic, it seems like we got a caution and the stage has come to an end. This, just like Mike said, feels like a long run. And these lappers get harder and harder. The first ones maybe already 2 laps down or a lap down already. They're going to let you by. But that continues.
Okay, Nemechek and Stenhouse a lap down.
With each other to stay on the lead lap, it becomes way more difficult, way more of a challenge to make that pass. And that's when everybody's pitches in.
Joey Logano looking for his first top 10 of the year. Had a bit of contrary strategy early. Got himself up to the front and got himself a win in stage number 1. Here's Logano now in 10th. The second Ford in the race. His teammate Lenny up in 3rd. Logano in 10th.
You can tell it's wearing these tires. But look at the size of these cars. They're a lot more. That's why it's on the side of them. A lot dirtier than we've seen in the past. Just keep going down. You can hardly see the numbers on some of them anymore.
Now, all the Hendrick cars qualified in the top 10, but Alex Bowman had to make an extra stop there on pit road, and here he goes a lap down.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised about that. I thought that the speed in that car was pretty good, but evidently, as everything has happened with all of their circumstances, definitely not the day that we expected out of that 48.
William Byron in 12th place here. I think he's the only driver who's led every race this year. That streak, well, may come to an end today.
Hasn't really been able to get out of that 12th position lands, but sometimes not up. Look at the rubber on those cars. It's crazy to see Zane Smith running 13th. Pretty strong effort out of that 38 car.
He had a little temper issue earlier, got into a bumper bashing incident with another driver. They traded positions a bit, then everything calmed down.
That's called Martinsville.
Solid run now.
Short track there.
Yep. Speaking of bumpers, Michael McDowell in 14th place. Mentioned him a time or two, getting into a dust up. You can see the results of it there on the front bumper just below the Chevy time. Leader back in more race traffic. This is Cody Ware.
Cody Ware.
He's had a good run here today. He's good in practice. He's stayed on the lead lap to this point.
Well, Chase Elliott has been moving all around this racetrack. You see him entering the racetrack at the top of that concrete. He's going to go under the 51 most likely So that tells me that Chase is searching around the
Oh.
racetrack for what he needs for his car to get around the corner the best right now. So he's been all the way high on the concrete patch, and he's been all the way against the curb through the middle of the corner.
We saw this exact same thing playing out that last run.
The Clash,
Stayed
too.
close to a close. He was running them down, and I think his maneuverability building that race car and his driving style displays how he enters high and diamonds the corner. See how much higher he enters, and watch him cut back across this rubber, crosses it, straight drive up off. But that's a tough cookie with a lot of experience and a lot of laps led in front of you that you got to pass. He's got to take lap traffic, let him catch it. Look at the rubber buildup on the track.
That's a great shot right there to be able to really see the darkness of the rubber and everything that changes with this racetrack. And that rubber, you can see it being picked
Wow.
up, being picked up. You can tell that the cars that are sliding right there leave a little bit different. The tire mark through the corner. But this 9 car, it's better than the 11 car right now, Clinton. He can move all over the racetrack. Look at that. Look at all that rubber.
A lot, but it's all over. But right where those right side tires go, that's where it gets the most, and it is like slime. You hit it, and the front tires take off, and the rear tires start shattering. You got to get those right sides out of it and find a way around it. You have to cross back over it, much like what we're talking about with Chase Elliott. I like how he does.
Ooh, man, it's really closing in because now we got more lap traffic. Up next, SVG.
You're going to start racing each other trying to stay.
Wait, Barry has 129 laps in his tires. Good God.
And you see 69 laps on these tires.
There's 66 getting lapped again.
The further that they get into these lap cars, the harder it's going to be for Denny. We haven't seen.
We'll lock up on the 66.
You see Casey Mears lock up that tire.
I'll let Elliott get through pretty quickly.
He hasn't had to move his car around much, and Chase has been back there just messing around with the
Reddick on McDowell. This is for 14th.
knows what to do in traffic.
These 3 cars right here, battling Reddick, McDowell, and Dillon are all battling and using different lines doing it. I love watching this battle, 3-car battle, crossing over, running high, trying to find grip in other places.
The thing that's happening with these cars right now, they're starting to get loose into the corner. So that downshift that we talked about.
Hamlin by SVG.
Going into the corner, the lap times have slowed down, so your upshift's in a little different spot here.
Ooh, a little contact there. Reddick trying to clear McDowell.
The 71, trying to finish that pass off. But a lot of these cars start getting loose in the corner.
Got him.
When they start getting loose in the corner, that's when that right rear tire starts to wear out. Well, you're still naturally probably pretty tight, but you got to take care of that right rear tire as this run goes on.
So now just 29 cars on the lead lap. Chris Buescher is the last car on the lead lap. Looking for him back at race leader Denny Hamlin. It has been a day with a lot of contact at Martinsville, and there's still 141 laps to go.
This is Pato Award. His last name's Irish, but his first words were. Pato's the fastest 25-year-old on 4 wheels. He's tasted every kind of victory, except for the lactose variety. Pato looks like a one-man warrior. He talks like a British spy. He smells like burnt rubber, and he doesn't have fans. He's got groupies. So whether you love him or love him, take a look at the next face of the new car. This is Pato Award. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Welcome to more where that came from. More back-to-backs. More epic last laps. More stress.
Hamlin's increased his margin to about almost a second.
Bumps and bruises. More Lone Star showdowns. More Heartland and Heartstops.
Larson, I think,
Welcome.
got by Briscoe.
Welcome.
That was for 7th.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that gold. Dayquil Vapor Cool? It's Dayquil, plus a brush of Vicks Vapors.
Whoa, boy.
Cool Vapor Cool.
whack with trying to get by Burt Myers. Casey Mears on pit road now. So is Cole Custer. Maybe they're going for tires. Though one is a back marker, so maybe they were trying to. That's something else. Elliott Hamlin now 1.5 seconds ahead.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
2 lap cars in the way. Elliott has not gotten by. Pit stops going off. The last pit stops. Justin Haley entering pit road as well. 66 is back on track in between the 11 and the 9.
Doesn't tell you is about lap traffic and being out there with 37, 38 other cars. That's the variable.
All right, Alex Moore also made a pit stop. Excuse me, that was not Cole Custer. It was Burt Myers on pit road. Now Justin Haley is in. And Cody Ware having gone a lap down. He's coming to pit road. 131 to go. Eric Jones going to fall down 1 lap to the leader. He is the 24th place car.
Well, that's including cars that have pit.
Joey Logano looks like he may finally get his first top 10 of the year.
Currently running 9th.
The deepest defending champion has gone into a season without a top 10.
Ever? Brad Kay on pit road.
Look at Denny Hamlin right here. He has driven away from NASCAR. That's what we were discussing earlier was how do we get to the end of this run and how do these cars perform and who's going to fall off and who's going to have the handling issues first.
Well, the 9 drove right to him in that lap traffic, and boy, he drove off. Nice looking for a pit stop soon. Brad Keselowski on pit road. No Gregson coming in.
No Gregson, all right. SVG.
When these cars fall off, they're done, right? Like, you just have to slow down. You don't have an option. That right there.
Another car in between Hamlin and Elliott.
You got to go way slower. So you're going to see a lot of these cars that have that type of issue. But when that right rear tire shuts off, you're in big trouble.
Denny Hamlin's last Martinsville win was here 10 years ago. That race was also his debut.
Chase Elliott?
Chase Elliott. Wow, how about that?
And the 25, Napa Chevrolet.
Listen to you tell me about right rear burning off, tire management, taking care of tires. There's nobody on this racetrack still today that does a better job of taking care of their equipment than Denny Hamlin.
All right, Josh Berry just limped into his pit, and we have caution.
Oh, SVG around. I think everyone else is going to come pit.
275, 7th yellow flag.
Oh, what? Damn, loose. You picked a fine time to leave me, loose wheel.
So everyone who just made a stop will take the wave around. Now, as that was happening, Josh Berry came into his pits very, very slowly, made it, and now pulls out. Berry is 3 laps down. And Cole Custer was slow in the back straightaway. Then
right back.
Going again.
Yeah, and he had no idea. Usually, when you get in the corner, you can feel the car start to squirm around in the back. He had just come out of the pits going straight, so no warning. That tire was never on there.
slow, and then as soon as you try to turn, whoops, nothing's holding it on.
No, I'm well with, yeah, I'm with you. I just, well, the way that is, and you can see right there, you see those notches in that lug nut right there? That has to go over the pin. We cover it all the time. Larry shows us that. When that wheel doesn't go on, it's because the pins behind the wheel aren't aligned. It won't let the wheel go down all the way onto the hub. And this is exactly what we're going to show you. That is the keeper. If you see, if it doesn't, that's what happens right there. The wheel's not all the way on, so the lug nut goes tight, but it isn't tight because the wheel's not all the way on. Those pins go in the dowel holes on the back of the wheel, and they get hung up in between those holes. And when it does, the wheel doesn't go all the way on. They tighten the lug nut. Doesn't take long, obviously, and that thing will fly off.
Well, I'd be interested to know what the 9 car was battling right there as we got towards the end of that run. He definitely lost a lot of pace with Denny Hamlin.
So Larry, we're at 278 right now. The last time Pit Road was 187. If you intended to split the stage in half, would you just go ahead and come down?
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. They'll be coming 4 tires. Make sure it's full of fuel. You can make it from the end here. And I would say if you pit here, if we went caution free, there's a good chance you won't split this time.
Eric Jones gets the free pass as Denny Hamlin brings the lead lap cars on the pit road. Bring it.
Ross Chastain, the 1 car up to 6th place right now, needs help with that being loose into the corners. He can deal with a little tight. Chief in the 9 at Chase Elliott, still a little bit too stuck in the middle of the corner, can't turn like he wants to. He did like it better this run, thought they were making progress.
Yeah, Hamlin has not had much to complain about today. All positive feedback said the exits are way better. They got the longer run better. He's got 154 laps today. You see 4 tires here. Air pressure. 23 of Bubba Wallace. Happy new car air pressure adjustment. That picture right there ranked number 1 on pit road right now, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Hamlin leads along pit road. It is a long stop for Cole Custer. They are having trouble, and a little bit of a slow stop there for Chase Elliott. Custer with 120 on the go.
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time, we've
California for the 65th running of the NHRA Lucas Oil Winter Nationals, and it may be the fastest one ever run. Top fuel cars flirting with world records, nitro funny cars trying to break the speeds that seem untouchable in any other form of racing. It's all coming up next.
Holy, it's Santa Claus.
Welcome back to the Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway. 118 laps to go. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating 100 years of an American icon, the Goodyear blimp. They set this track at kind of the bottom of a swale or a bit of a ravine because then they wouldn't have to do as much work to build grandstands on either side as you went up the hill. That's what they did in 1947. They paved it in the middle 50s. They concreted it a couple of the corners a couple of decades later, and here we are.
How's that work for drainage? Pretty good.
Down there.
I heard we're hit like 75% or so turnout. Wish I lived near a speedway.
Property there at the top. Now camping area on race weekends.
Well, here we go again. Picked all the rubber up off the racetrack. We've seen, well, I mean, everybody's going to be on even tires now, so that loose wheel really throws a wrench into the strategy here, Clint.
Well, that was my point in that, and, you know, it's a bummer. It really is. It's changing the complexity of this race in a big way. And unfortunately, we see it week in and week out. And it's not just them. I'm not pinning on anybody. It's that, you know, we know why. I mean, that's the difference. The crumbs make the difference, and pit road is a huge part of that.
Here's what's around the turn on Fox. The NHRA, quickest and fastest of all motorsports. Right? Just ask Bob Taskin third. The Pomona finals are next. And for NASCAR, the Goodyear 400 at Darlington next Sunday, 2 p.m. All those great throwback paint schemes. IndyCar, the fastest thing on wheels. So they say they're in Long Beach, April 13th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I can add nothing to help resolve that debate. I'm just happy they're all on Fox.
I like that, but I'll fix it. I'm just glad that the best racing is on NASCAR over here and these little circle tracks. You know, I mean, but one thing, Ron Capps, my buddy Ron Capps, had a big wreck. Thinking about him, glad to see him get out of that thing. What a stud he is.
All right, Chase Elliott will start back in fourth because his pit stop was 11.7 seconds.
Damn.
He lost 2 spots. Danny Hamlin 9.9. And Christopher Bell picking up 2 spots.
All right, 24 cars on the lead lap.
So it's Toyota's up front, Hamlin and Bell.
All right, Hamlin on one side, his driver Wallace on the other. Can anyone get past the number 11 Toyota? Here we go, green again. Hamlin with a great start, Bubba not so much. Bell challenging for second on the inside with the Hendrick duo of Elliott and Larson behind him. Bubba getting a little rowdy there. Bell gets the second.
Larson on the outside of Elliott, and then Chastain. First score of the race is Blaney, and teammate Logano.
Yeah, we saw Ryan Blaney work his way towards the front of the field. I really thought he would a little bit more noise than he did that last run, but never really made any progress towards the front any further.
Elliott to fourth. Ross trying to get to the inside. Larson for the big block. Ooh, man, Chastain really trying to force Larson out of the way. He gets it there.
1, 2, 3 going into the corner.
We've seen these cars run into each other a few times. They definitely put a lot of emphasis on racing each other hard.
Whoa, Larson goes way out. He lost his on spot to Chastain and Briscoe. He's back by Briscoe, but for how long?
up the pieces all right. A lot of pieces on the racetrack.
Like Logano trying to force his bumper on that too.
Larson, who's not having any fun right now.
Five top 10 finishes in the last 6 Martinsville races. Cool.
It's been a Hendrick-dominated track here in the last few years.
Chase Briscoe has finished top 10 here 5 of the last 6 races. Now he's going to drive away from Kyle Larson. He's got Joe Logano. And wherever Austin has been all day long, Ty Dillon has been right there with him. There are the brothers. 3 in the town. Oh, no!
Ooh, there goes Gibbs around! Oh, and he gets hit by Zane Smith. Oh, and some cars on the stick by on the inside. Oh, well, there goes Ty Gibbs' day. The pain never ends. Oh, so this is a race that's had very little attrition. Actually, it's had no attrition because no one's out yet.
Yeah, it is, Mike. I mean, we have 24 drivers left. You may see some guys near the back come. They only ran 11 laps right there. I just think we're getting to that point where track position is going to be key.
How far ahead Gibbs is, but he misses the corner a little bit. He's way on the outside, kind of leaves
What
the
happened?
door open, goes across back over.
Contact by Reddick.
I was there, unfortunately, got into him, turned him around. But he was 2 car lengths ahead going in, had obviously having some trouble getting it turned back down the hill.
I don't even know who's to blame for that one. That is a weird.
They got in the back of him, and then the car behind the 45 shoved him
But you don't
all the way through him.
my point is, you don't narrow up 2 car lengths just without something happening. He got loose, had a little bit of trouble, and it was in the 45's lap. Obviously, he turned him around, but I think there was a little bit more to the story.
Some audio from Ty Gibbs.
Just wear this thing up, please. Gonna be okay. Keep me away from that little after this race, too.
And Zane Smith, who saw the 38, nowhere to go, did a bit of damage on the front of his car. Everybody scattered, but right in his lap as he got to the middle of turn 2. Well, you got a minute to catch your breath, and so does everybody else here.
And as a driver, that's good for you because the restarts are intense. Everything that you've done today.
100 to go.
So anytime you get a break, it feels pretty good. You want to loosen your belts, take a drink of water, take a deep breath, get everything resituated in the car, and get ready to fire off again because as this race goes, it will get more and more intense. We've got 100 to go.
And pit road is open. See if there's any takers in the lead lap cars. Chase Briscoe faints at it? No.
There'll be some takers towards the end of this thing just because of doing something different. But I like your comment there. It gives you a chance to think about what to do next for a change to get that magical moment to win this race at the end.
Ty Dillon picks from 13th place. He is the first of a half dozen or so cars.
Logano reporting he might be losing power.
Way to the end under green, or it can turn into just a super rough multi-caution race. So you never know how this is going to turn out.
Denny Hamlin, like most leaders today, will take the inside, and Bell inside with him. I did that last time and it worked, so it didn't surprise me. I'm going to try that again. Slow Wallace up to the outside of the front row, so that's Chastain. Elliott inside, Logano outside. Briscoe and McDowell the top 10.
And Bubba Wallace has struggled on these last couple of restarts on the outside lane. So it'll be interesting to see if he mixes his timing up. Also interesting to watch Denny Hamlin as he comes into the restart zone. Last time he fired as soon as that nose crossed the first line. So does he mix that up or keep it consistent?
All right, here we go again. Oh, wait, Ross up to fourth now? Okay.
Don't sleep on Ross Chastain. It's been a minute since we've seen him this competitive. He's hungry. He's already feeling great. Restart with 94 to go.
Green, green, green.
Bubba did a little bit better that time. He timed that restart a lot better. Going to give himself a chance.
He's clear above Bell.
Good job, Bubba.
Ooh, I think he's trying to send it. Didn't get it. There's Ross to the outside of Bell for third. Can't get there, though. The fact that he got clear so quick might give him another chance at Hamlin. He's gonna get it. Ooh, a bump from Logano to Ross. Hey, Briscoe stuck wide too. Oh, come on, another caution. Noah Gregson.
Well, here we go, guys. We have figured out that this is going to get rough.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Noah Gregson was 28th.
Oh, what happened? Busher has a flat tire too.
Right about this point in the race, they have
is not a good thing.
Ricky Stenhouse will get back on the lead lap with the free pass.
That all kind of started watching Larson here just stack everything up. He was been out of shape a couple, 2 or 3 different times. Watch how loose he gets up off the corner.
Whoa!
All that got him turned around, and it just
Where's the Gregson contact?
And when that happens, the reason that it stacks up.
Oh my God!
See the 17 car climb over the left rear tire of the 4. But when Larson checked up right there, it stacked that line up. But then everybody wants to be aggressive to make sure there's no hole to maximize the passes that they can make.
That was a stupid move by Busher.
That was a big shot.
Yeah, it was. And he heard it slam back down. Going back to Larson, I mean, I was watching him start clear back here off of 4 and transpired off and eventually in and off of 2. But holy cow, these guys are getting after it. Respect? I don't know. I respected him. I guess I just didn't like him. I liked him Monday. Didn't like him Sunday.
Busher is on the lead lap. Stenhouse will get the free pass. We'll have 25 cars on the lead lap and restart. You see the difference between cars like the front bumper of cars like Grayson and we saw the 17 Busher. Compare that to Kyle Larson, whose car looks like it just rolled out of the car wash.
That's the difference.
Maybe Hamlin's is the one you want to look at.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between racing in the front of the pack and the middle of the pack. It is rough. It's not fun. There's nothing about it that middle of the pack racing is fun.
You can walk around these cars and know what they have for a car. If the back bumpers.
Yeah, Gregson trying to show his displeasure right there.
Displeasure with Gregson. The bumper you want messed up is the front bumper at this place, not the rear.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one's messed.
That was Noah showing his displeasure with Busher.
Got another right front tire flat.
Not very often that you see Chris Busher wound up.
No, and when it is, it's usually, I'm going to say he's right.
Yeah, I guess he did get a little bit wound up at Darlington at Tyler Reddick.
How about next Sunday? It's throwback weekend in the Goodyear 400 at the famed Darlington Raceway, South Carolina. Free race starts at 2 Eastern. Green flag at 3. Only on FS1. It'll be tough to pick the best throwback scheme next Sunday.
So fun to go back there, see the throwback schemes, but honestly, it's just a throwback racetrack. I mean, as soon as you pull on the ground, you just feel like you're in the 1950s or something. It's love it down there, love that racetrack, the uniqueness of it. Getting tore up.
Well, it's a racetrack that you go to that hasn't changed, and the shape of it is what it is. The banking has been what it is. The cars are going way faster than the track was designed for. It's narrow, it's very line sensitive, and it's easy to make a mistake. So the lady in black can reach out and grab you at any point.
So what do I hear you guys are going to get to drive next weekend?
Yeah, you might have to just wait and see. How about that? I'm not telling. It's going to be awesome, though.
Boyer kept the cat in the bag. Now there's a first.
I just hope, yeah, it's rare. I hope it doesn't turn out like you and Jeff driving those rental cars.
Oh gosh, that was the most fun I've ever had on a racetrack, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so human resources spent a whole week on the phone after that. Insurance means insurance. Well, we're at 9. That's the most cautions ever in a 400 lap race here. And that's only been for a couple of weeks, a couple of years, because traditionally 2 500 lappers here at Martinsville. Tyler Reddick not having a fun day.
I'm so tired of these research. It does not matter what we do, it just floats. Stay on the top, stay outside for 50. I'm getting to the bottom, get fast. It's ridiculous. Gotta shake it off and focus on the next one. Yeah, I'm already there, bud.
Wash, rinse, and repeat.
Welcome to Martinsville. That's what runs through almost every driver's brain throughout this race, because they've been run into too many times, can't go fast, whatever the situation is.
Reddick will restart from 13th. Hamlin and Wallace, again, the 2 Toyotas on the
Here we go again.
Christopher Bell.
Good restart for Bubba, but Hamlin, can he slip away? Yes, he will. Oh. Ooh, kind of there between Bubba and Bell. Neither are clear of each other. That will let Hamlin scoot away. Elliott's clear for fourth. Oh, Ross trying to prepare a dive bomb. Not able to get it. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. We made 2 laps. This is, oh, my God. This is.
And Joey Logano has done a great job all year long. And every single time we get towards the end of these races, that 22 car has something that has kept him from getting a top 10 all year.
What happened?
You see the one car try to obviously get in there.
That's not okay. Racing incident.
That curve a little bit, got loose, and up in Logano on the outside. You see Chastain move down, blocks him a little bit, obviously, stacks him up, touches that curve, boom, tire goes, yeah.
Full front tire came up off the ground right there as he hit that curve.
Didn't need to, but doesn't matter, still spun him out. Yeah, that stacks them up. Frustrated,
And what happens right there when you hit the curve, you'll see it right here, that splitter's going to climb up and actually take the left front tire off the ground. So that he got up on the curb so hard that the tire actually came off the ground because the splitter was up on top of the curb.
Wrong place at the wrong time, Joey Logano.
It's just like Michael McDowell was missing all that. He had to be hard on the brakes. Briscoe was stopped, and look at this. For a defending champion, the worst average finish through 6 races. McDonald right there with Kyle Larson and Bobby Bond.
It just keeps being crazy things like that. He's led a crazy amount of laps, stage points, stages, everything in between. Just cannot seem to have things fall the right way at the end of the race.
Right now, the highest score in the running order is Ryan Prix in 8th, trying for his 3rd straight top 10. As Ford has only enjoyed 5 top 5 finishes this season, the fewest through 6 races since 2016. And of those 5, John Gurley has 2.
Definitely not the storylines that you would expect for those stats out of the Fords, but I don't think it, for the most part, it hasn't been because of performance, right? I think a lot of this has become very much because of the circumstances that they've had to deal with, just like Joey Logano. Just like we just saw, just like that right there today.
80 laps to go. And through 6 races, here are defending champions who have not had a top 5 finish through the first half dozen races. And that's 3 Hall of Famers and a multiple-time champ. Here's one of them, Jeff Gordon, who has 2 cars in the top 6, Elliott and Larson. Byron in 20th, and Bowman in 28th, a lap down. Joey Logano after that spin will get 4 tires.
So Larry, with all these caution laps, what does this do to us? The more caution laps we run, the more I got to think that these guys aren't going to want to give up their track position.
Absolutely, because they only actually have 15 green flag laps on these tires right now, even though they all hit it all the way essentially back on, lap 301 right in there. So yeah, I think track position is going to be king, Kevin.
There are the trends. You've got your final victory here. Watching Cash run into your arms there as you were going to wind that clock in victory lane. That's a moment nobody who was here will ever forget.
Yeah, certainly me. It caught me off guard, to be honest with you. The only thing that's ever choked me up in racing is I looked over and saw that little turd running down the straightaway, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna get me, and it did. But special moments at a special racetrack for me. This was always one got closer, just kept perfecting my racecraft here. It was a challenging go at this racetrack. When I first came here, boy, I was a duck out of water. Never forget, I came here the first time. We took off. I passed the legendary Tony Stewart, right? Passed him, blew his doors off. I'm like, he ain't nothing. About 30 laps later, he passed me, and not only did he pass me once, about 100 laps later, he lapped me. I learned right then and there the patience and the tire management of this racetrack, Kevin.
Well, I think as we go through today, I mean, you're going to see a lot of those cars that are running up front right now, probably not finished there. I didn't have a lot of great days here. I had some good days here. Was able to find victory lane one time. And I didn't have Cash running down the front straightaway. I had Dale Jr. fans waiting at my front gate wanting to tell me how terrible I was for passing Dale at the end of that race. So, you know, it's a great racetrack, great facility. Just takes a unique style, and I think that my temper probably got in my way as many times here as anything.
Maybe frustration set in? A little bit. I want to ask you this. Who did you pick to win this race today?
I picked Denny Hamlin.
You did pick Denny Hamlin, and I think Denny Hamlin is a really good pick for you.
Director Artie Kepner says he picked you in this race.
Well, he should have, because that hot rod was fast that weekend. Believe it or not, I think it didn't snow. It's some crazy stuff. But looking back at those cars, seeing how low the noses are to the ground, just a fast car that day. You know what it takes to get here. We were teammates, and I heard you say this earlier yesterday, as a matter of fact. Sure, we had good cars there, and Custer has a good car this weekend, or had a good car that they brought. And
Hamlin, Bell, Bubba, Larson, Elliott, Briscoe, Chastain, McDowell, Prix, Dillon, Blaney, Bush, Reddick, Dillon, Austin Dillon, Hocevar, Gibbs, Allmendinger, Ty Dillon, Jones, Byron.
Sorry, Larry, didn't mean to leave you out of that conversation.
No, Mike, the 6 races with the Gen 7 car here, the average of the last caution is actually 60 laps to go, but we've had 2 overtime finishes, including this race a year ago. In fact, spring races are known for overtimes at Martinsville.
All right, Joey Logano, who got spun in the restart 25th. And up front, Hamlin, Wallace, and Bell. Hamlin and Bell on the front row. Wallace in row 2 with the Chevy of Larson. Chevy Toyota third row, Elliott and Briscoe. And the first 4 is going to be Ryan Prix with Todd Gilliland. 9th and 10th. Here we go.
There we go, green again. Bell managed to get side by side with Hamlin. There's Larson dipping down to the inside. They're still side by side up front. Bell's got momentum on the high side. Ooh. Hamlin ran him up a bit. They're still side by side. Bubba's right behind those two. Ooh. 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 Still side by side. At some point, a gap might open for Bubba here. Oh man, Hamlin's clear.
Have done a great job this year with new teams. Ryan Prix, as you said a little bit ago, going for his 3rd straight top 10. So great performance.
Where's Logano? Back in 24th.
There's that group that was all dusted up and back, but they're kind of playing nice, all too wide. The front end of that is Zane Smith. We got caught up in the race earlier, not because of the negative. Who's going to clear us to do it? Michael McDowell battling the car he used to drive, now driven by Todd Gilliland. That's for 9th place.
Yeah, you see right at the back of the screen right here, you see the 54 has knocked the 45.
Gibbs giving up a little bit of payback, clean payback, I think, to Reddick. I think it was clean.
He definitely let him know right there that.
And watch Hocevar just dump the next car he tries to pass. Suarez losing a couple spots there. Here's Gillen. Getting around McDowell on the outside for 10th or 9th place.
They have all been fast today, and Denny Hamlin has done a great job of keeping control of this race today and being in control of these races and getting good restarts and maintaining that control. Definitely is playing to his benefit today. So he's been able to manage that and keep that as he's done today.
It's been a decade since he's won here, but today is the most laps in a race Denny Hamlin has led in this 7th generation car.
208 laps led. 1/6 of the race to go.
A decade and Denny Hamlin not winning at Martinsville with all the success that he has had here.
Home track as well. I don't remember where Chesterfield is in Virginia, but wait, never mind. I know it is definitely. It's in South Virginia, because I think one of his home track was Southside Speedway. Never mind. Richmond's way closer.
As Denny Hamlin has led today, I would think that Progressive is probably going to think that they made a great buy on that car. What do you think, Glenn?
Timing's everything. On there for what? Second race?
They should make a commercial with him.
Today. And that is all of them. Only 6 drivers at Mobile. We've had 9 lane changes and 10 caution flags, which is a record for a 400-lap race here. Kyle Busch is making some noise.
Well, then show him.
Ty Gibbs have been battling back.
There we go.
Here's a look at it. Tyler Reddick is still hanging.
Ty Gibbs driving like a guy with something to prove, which he does, considering how far back he is.
And they had some trouble on pit road, and that's really been something that we say more than we want to say with that 8 car. If they could have not had the mistake or whatever happened on pit road and kept that track position, I mean, he's got a better car and has been working his way back forward all day.
Well, Reddick's actually driving back up to them. Reddick probably doesn't want to complete this fast because the next one is going to be the 54 car. And that one will probably be very around the 8. Took the exit away, got him loose.
Reddick gets the spot.
Behind them, Blake J. Allmendinger and then Rosenthal and Zane Smith side by side. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell has caught Denny Hamlin.
And that's what happens in a lot of these races at Martinsville. You get towards the end of the race, and all of a sudden, you hadn't kept up with the racetrack, and the racetrack goes through a swing that you hadn't seen all day, and somebody gets hot and starts to make lap time, and their car starts to handle better and have had to work on their car all day. Beginning of this day, think about that first run, Clint. We saw Christopher Bell going backwards. Now, getting later in the afternoon, and here we are, Christopher Bell driving right back to the 11 car.
Very easy to get complacent here. I love what your comment there was, but reminiscent of that last run, the 9 car drove to him, and eventually Denny Hamlin wore him out. Be careful if you're Christopher Bell to fall right back into that trap. You can drive to them, but that Denny Hamlin's car and his
Another lap on Casey Mears.
his tires will take care of them, prevails on a long run. Well, the last time Denny won here, 4 of our Fox announcers were in that race. Regan Smith finished 16th, Clint finished 13th, Jamie McMurray was 10th, Kevin Harvick was 8th.
You know, you're going to have some ugly days, even if you're contending for a championship. This is just one of them. After he got stuck from that pit stop, well, because he was forced to start in the back of the lead lap after the SVG spin, he hasn't been able to recover from that. Ooh. Ooh. Cindric pitting.
He was passing cars. In fact, for about the first half of that race, he was the only driver who was consistently moving forward through the field. Taking a long time to get there today after starting third.
Interesting about this time, Hamilton was not able to really escape from the cars that were behind him.
Watching Bubba Wallace and watching Bell as Bell looks to the outside and cross over to the leader of Hamilton. I want to ride. What I mean by that is I'm waiting on the leader. I want to save.
Also, wait, when was Elliott in fourth? But I digress.
Excuse me, lap cars, and then pounds on it. When he starts to get there, you have to apply more brake or harder on your equipment. Trying to pass those cars is harder for that leader. But Bell's not going to wait. He's there. He's trying.
So you can see it's almost a straightaway to the left for us. John Nemechek right now, the last one in 26th. Jamie?
There's Cindric back on track. Here's the battle of the lap. I saw Burt Myers and Cody Ware. Lap traffic up ahead. Kyle Busch around Logano. Oh, hold on ahead of Logano. For now.
Turns out, doing just fine. He told us in the pre-race, pretty happy and confident with what he's seen so far.
16th there.
Who has fastest lap? Is it
Joey Logano right there, and we saw this earlier in the race. How we move up to that second groove, and right now it looks like Joey's gonna get the pass done. Joey's got a little bit fresher tire. Forgot about that part.
Yeah, Joey stops at lap 320. Busch lap 279 along with most of the field.
I'll just look it up.
This is where we saw Denny Hamlin drive away last time, Clint, from the 9 car of Chase Elliott. When he started to catch lap traffic, we see a couple of lap cars that we had to work through right now. Can he do the same thing to Christopher Bell as we're going through traffic?
And I think that answer is yes. And I would say I dictate that answer, or me saying that, my comment is
Fastest lap
watching Denny Hamlin just conserve his tires.
is Denny Hamlin. Indeed, a 20.188.
Whereas Denny is just kind of cruising out there. So when they get in lap traffic and he's got a call on a little bit, it doesn't hurt his tires and affect him quite as much. Got a little reserve built in the tank.
So you think that the 11 car is actually pacing himself, saving his tires?
Watch it on the lap times. Bell will catch him in the flat. Denny Hamlin will be like a 08 or something, and then next round Hamlin will be a 95 at his 12. He's keeping him right where he wants him.
Been solid. Nothing bad, nothing great. It's been the accidents have not been as egregious.
In my opinion, who can get through traffic is always who's going to win this race.
We've passed 2
lappers, you know they're coming, and try to time that where you catch them in the right place where it doesn't slow you down. We have to hit the brakes and into your line one bit.
Larry, what's your right about Denny Hamlin's drive here?
Yeah, I've been watching this for about the last 6 to 8 laps. And Denny just picks the throttle up away from Christopher Bell above the wall. He lets the car roll.
Now here's Hamlin pulling away. Wow. Last 5 Martinsville races, average finish 5.6, I think it said. Previous 5, 18 average finish.
That's a hard thing to do, and that was one thing that I always struggled with here at Martinsville, was being able to let that car roll just a beat past the center of the corner and be able to apply the throttle. I always wanted to roll the center fast, apply partial throttle, and that really tears the back tires up as the car is wanting to drive off the right rear tire and rotate. Letting that car roll past the center and get to that throttle, let the car get pointed, and driving that car consistently straighter and straighter just allows you to save those tires.
So when you do that, you have to change something, and your roll speed is what you change. Your roll speed in and through the center over to about that 5/8 mark of the corner is where you have to roll faster around the corner, because you're not picking the gas up as soon as you were, so something has to give. Pick up your speed and find it in the first half, give up a little bit on the exit where you're not so hard on the tires trying to spin. So with 35 laps to go, you got what you got. What does Christopher Bell have that he can use to apply to Denny Hamlin? I mean, what can he do differently from what he's doing right now?
Exactly what he's doing. Be patient. That's what I said about 10 laps ago. If I want to ride here, I'm watching the lap times. You're not going anywhere. When you get into lap traffic, eventually that lap traffic's going to be doing.
Hamlin by SVG, now it gives him a buffer.
That's when you got to be ready. And your tires have to be ready. Still have to have something in the tank to pounce on him if that opportunity presents itself.
And search around the racetrack, right?
Yep.
A little bit on the bottom, wrapping the curve, little diamond, move up the racetrack on entry. While you've got some space, try not to lose any time and see if you can find something that'll wake your car up.
Bell around the lap car of SVG.
Larry, 32 laps to go. What do you got left in your playbook?
Well, I know what these crew chiefs are doing down there, Mike. They are thinking about what if that caution comes out. Remember, with a tire that didn't have as much give up as this tire has 1 year ago, 90 laps on their tires, the caution came out to put us into overtime. We only had 13 drivers on the lead lap. The top 9 stayed out. We did have some good real tires, but this is a tire that has a much more give out. So trust me, they're walking through all the what-if situations.
And Larry, we've watched this year. It isn't going to be an easy answer. If this caution comes out, it'll be the worst possible case scenario and put the pressure on you.
You got 26 cars on the lead lap.
Well, we've seen track position work itself out for some of these guys as you've gone through the day. But the kicker in that, we've run a lot more laps on this run than when some of those guys put 2 tires on and no. You just never know. Some people are willing to gamble more than others, but if you're in the way, you're going to be.
Hamlin's also gotten by Cole Custer. The next and then there's Nemechek.
Here's Denny Hamlin closing in on the last car on the lead lap. That's John Hunter Nemechek in the 42. Not going to make it easy on the leaders.
Hamlin going to send it to the inside. Oh, 3 wide. Almost. Burt Meyer just going way to the outside. Now it is a 3 wide. Nemechek still not letting Hamlin by.
Bell closes right in using the lap car as a pick. First over the line as Nemechek battles. 26 laps to go. He's in 26th place. And 38 starters all running. And if we complete this way, it'll be the first time in the 154 race history of Martinsville Speedway that every car is running at the finish.
Cindric just hit the pits again. No! You jinxed it!
They push Austin Cindric to the garage because the Penske team is out of batteries. Wow.
They're out of batteries.
Doing something different here.
They ran out of spare batteries. That's actually pitiful. How? How do you have so many electrical issues that you run out of spare batteries? That is the most absurd thing I've seen. Gonna buy Reddick.
Until he gets up into the area of, say, William Byron, Daniel Suarez back about 21st, 22nd, and they're half a straight away ahead of him right now.
And as a driver, in Denny Hamlin's position, you just know you're kicking their butt right now. You're working your way through traffic. You're in a rhythm. And the only thing that you can think about is, I hope a caution does not come.
And I'm gonna sail it right past Justin Haley.
And you don't want to ask on the radio, so every once in a while you'll glance over at the scoreboard and try to take a peek at the lap count so you can figure it out. Because you don't want your guys on the pit box to think that you're nervous about that happening, because as soon as you would ask, you know that caution is going to fly.
Well, it was harder at the old Martinsville back in the day before they built grandstands in Training 4. That scoreboard set right in turn 3, and so going down the backstretch, you couldn't ignore it. You knew how many laps were left all the time.
It was that way in Bristol too, when they put that new pylon, the big jumbotron in the center. They got rid of the old school lap count, and like I think it was the top 5 getting into 1, man. That was a tell-all. You could glance up. You didn't have much time to breathe, but you could glance up and see that. You can't look over and see the jumbotron.
I knew where every scoreboard and lap counter was at every racetrack, because you didn't want the team to think that you were worried about how many laps are left or what was going on.
The track that still has a scoreboard like that is they pulled one up just like the old one at Northwest Scoreboard. Turn 3. Hamlin laying it out. Wallace closing in on Christopher Bell for second place now. There is the gap. With some traffic ahead to deal with. 16 to go. Larry?
Yeah, Mike, the biggest thing that they're telling Denny Hamlin, not so much how many laps to go, how many lap cars are between he and Christopher Bell in second. That's the biggest thing they're telling him right now.
That number right now is 3. And grabbing Denny Hamlin and stretched it out just exactly like he did last time. Saving in tires. Second's going to be the battle. Wallace closing on Bell right there, and they're going to get into the thick of those 3 cars and have to get by them.
Bell's car looks to me a lot like what I was just describing in making it tough to pass. When you charge in and roll to and through the center fast, that was what it looked like when he was behind Denny Hamlin. So Denny just sliced his way right through this traffic, but when you have that style, like we're talking about, it makes it more difficult to make passes and set them up correctly.
Because you can't get off the corner.
That's right.
Watch Bubba Wallace starting to dive in the corner, got crossed back over, and he's going to beat him up off the bottom on the exit. When you wrap that bottom, your tires wear out.
Ooh, to the outside. Bubba trying to get second on Bell. Ooh. So I guess that Bell's trying to push. I think that's Herbst.
That was patience on Bubba Wallace's part. He could have made that pass right there. Bell blocked him.
Elliott's joining this fun. There's Hamlin getting around Jones, who is in 24th.
Lead may not be down as he passes Eric Jones, but second, third, and fourth is heated up here.
Bell's up to the Haley and Busher group.
Bailey to the outside, left car. And Elliott filling up Wallace's rearview mirror. 8 to go. Now second.
You're clear. Now you're all in the bottom.
And this is definitely the longest run of the race that we've had so far. So these
Elliott trying to send it on. Oh,
struggling inside the car with the looseness and the tightness and everything in between that we talked about.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, and it's by far the biggest lead we've seen all day long, too. The only thing that's going to run out 11 is a caution.
Don't you dare jinx it into existence. Allmendinger got lapped. I mean, holy crap.
Second, third, fourth, fifth. Very close.
5 to go.
And Denny's put a straightaway on him, and when we go back and talk about Denny Hamlin, and you talk about Chris Gabehart going to be the competition director, and Chris Gale coming over to be Denny's crew. Denny Hamlin doesn't get enough credit for how good he is in this race car, but he is obviously a leader of this team, and being able to work with these guys to put themselves in a position to go out and get better.
Look, Logano's in the top 10.
Where we expect these
Ninth.
guys in the 11 car to blow out, but they brought a new setup. They wanted to make their car better and put themselves in a position
3 to go.
to do this and dominate.
The last time a driver had only 55 career wins, it was Rusty Wallace here in 2004. Hamlin's a mile away from doing that.
Smooth sailing. Bring it home here. The white flag cannot come out fast enough.
Yeah, and Denny has just done a great job all day, put himself in a position to keep control of this race and take this white flag.
White flag, last lap at Martinsville. The dominator of the day, he's won 5 times here at the Paperclip, looking to bring home his 6th grandfather clock. Down the back stretch he goes with the progressive colors on his car through 3 and 4. William Byron just ahead, the last car in the lead lap. Here he comes, career win number 55. Denny Hamlin wins the Cookout 400.
Christopher Bell, Bubba Wade, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, the top 5. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Denny Hamlin ties Rusty Wallace for 11th on the all-time Cup Series win list. He's the 5th different driver to go to victory lane this year.
Hard to believe that of all the laps led, all the success he's had, if it's been that long since he's been in victory lane, but it doesn't matter anymore. We have fixed that problem. Kid 7 no more. This is the one that was elusive to him, is winning in this race car at this track. Got it. Dominant fashion.
It's Hamlin's 15th career short track win, and that is second among active drivers.
Bubba Wallace, another great day for that 23 car. Continues to impress. Elliott, strong finish.
Toyota 1, 2, 3, Chevy 4, 5, 6, Ryan Prix is the first 4 and 7, and
He made some great ground there at the end of the race as you see Denny Hamlin start to burn the back tires off of this progressive hammer.
Man, that's one long ass burnout.
it's the 15th Martinsville win for Joe Gibbs Racing. Third on the all-time list behind Henrik Motorsports and Heavy Enterprises.
Does he have any tire left? I think he made it a.
Sweet truck out of it. He might make a lap. That holder don't hit the
Come on. Can we get a whole lap?
Kyle Larson did this a few years ago here, and I think he's going to make it, Kevin. That's how much tire he saved. Can he do a lap?
I think he made a lap.
I'm impressed. And a little discussion here. Oh, really? And Ty Gibbs. To those race. But you know, you got to work that out because you got to race the next one.
Yeah, I watched that back, thought about it. I don't think it was definitely run on purpose. He ran him down very fast. It's kind of in last and got into it and wrecked it. But it doesn't make feeling better. If you got wrecked, you got to come out. You're still going to thumbs up. Something you're going to get out of me. I'm going to the house. Yeah, not too much. Always a tough discussion.
What team is they're talking about?
Liberty went over there and handled it.
Toyota sweep of the first three positions. Denny Hamlin beats Christopher Bell and Bubba Wallace higher on 311. Rubber fire probably underneath the fender wells. Been a long time since you've seen that much rubber build up on the sides of these race cars. I like those soft tires. Henry Motorsports favorite.
Damn, that. Oh, there's a fire in the tire.
Larson. Maybe put the fire out there. Chance 26. It's also another day on fire.
Oh, here come the boos.
This ought to be a good one.
11 against the world.
He was headed in a good direction. Everybody likes you. Jamie.
That's right. There's so many applause. People are happy for Denny Hamlin. What a burnout first off.
I heard the boos.
It's been 10 years since you've been to victory lane here at Martinsville. How were you able to come back like that and dominate, leading more than half the race here?
You know, Chris Gaynor, all the engineers, the pit crew, everybody really on that wall right there, just deciding that they were going to come here with a different approach than what we've been years, and it was just amazing. The car was great.
His daughter's joining us.
It did everything
Taylor and the other one, Molly. I can't.
So happy to work with Chris and.
I can't remember. It's one's Taylor Hamlin, and I can't remember his other daughter's name.
For so many years, Denny, making that transition, how have you guys been able to figure it out as quickly as you have?
Yeah, I mean, he's been.
Forget it. I'm not gonna look that shit up.
To this 11 team and kind of learn our style, and then over the last few weeks, just putting his final touches on it. You know, it's really been a great mesh. Our relationship's getting better, and just man, really happy to get a win with him. And obviously back here in Martinsville, where I spent so many years racing late model. I love winning here.
Denny, you got out of your car and you held up that flag, and it says 11 against the world. What is that all about?
Well, my buddies, my Ohio State fans that I hung out with at the end of last year, we always had the Ohio State against the world, so now it's the 11 against the world.
There you go. Denny Hamlin wins at Martinsville.
In second place today after starting on the pole nearly a complete weekend. Christopher Bell, it was seemed like it was really good until the end of that long run. Maybe just lacked a little on long run speed.
Yeah, I don't know. We were back and forth on balance a little bit, and I asked to be freer throughout the whole race, and then that last run I just went a little bit too loose and lost my drive off. So, you know, it was a great weekend for Joe Gibbs Racing. Obviously, showed a lot of pace. All four of the cars were really good. Really happy to kind of get back up front. The last 2 weeks have been rough for this 20 team, so proud of all of our partners at DeWalt, Toyota, Joe Gibbs Racing, and really happy for Denny. And yeah, he's the Martinsville master, so second to not that bad.
You mentioned this racetrack and having a good day and everything like that. This is an important race as we get further into the season, so some good takeaways at least as you get to the championship run later on.
Yeah, I think so. It's I don't know. I felt really bad at the end of the run there. Obviously, I was falling pretty far back behind Denny, but I think qualifying really good was a big part of our success this weekend, and hopefully we can come back a little bit better in the fall and be able to have a nice solid day like we did today. everyone executed really well. Thank you to my pit crew. They did a great job. You know, the car was amazing in qualifying. Got us that #1 pit stall, which was a big part of our success today as well. So we did the details right, and we came home second.
Nice run, thanks.
Joe Gibbs gets a 1-2 finish at Martinsville, winning the Cookout 400. Here is a look at today's big move, sponsored by Pods. And it is Denny Hamlin's pass for the win.
Well, it's not really a pass as much as it's holding on to the lead.
Yeah, we saw Christopher Bell fire on that restart, get a good launch, and at least give Denny a battle for a couple laps. But finally, Denny was able to put himself in a position to get a good drive up off the corner and clear Christopher Bell going into turn 3.
And let's join Regan with the third place finisher.
Well, Mike Bubba Wallace continuing to stack good runs together. Bubba, this team has a lot of momentum going right now. Seems like you're just continuing to improve and improve right now.
No doubt. Sorry, nose run. Working up in there. A good day, nonetheless. I'm just trying to scratch my head on what I could have done different. My restarts were terrible, and it's one of my best straights, so need to go back and study that. But what a great day, continuing to rebound from the start of our season. Super proud of our group here on the 23 team. McDonald's Toyota Camry was fast all weekend. I think that final restart, I let second get away. I don't know if I had anything for Denny, but it would have been fun to try. But all in all, hell of a day for Toyota, top 3. That's nice. So we'll keep the momentum going. Having fun. It's fun to have fun.
It's always good to have fun. Congrats, Jacob.
Chase Elliott won 42 laps today, brought it home 4th. Good effort, considering I know a lot of people are looking at you maybe to win this thing, Chase, but how was the car overall, and how did things change as the race went on?
Yeah, I thought our car was really good, honestly. Thought everybody on our team did a good job. Yesterday, you know, leading into the weekend, and then certainly, you know, getting this thing where it needed to be, I thought, for a balance, you know, for today. So, yeah, well, that was really good. Just needed control of the race. You know, I really needed to get to Denny there at the end of that second stage and try to get control. I knew the second half everybody was going to be better and closer, and you know, just that little bit of being able to control this thing from that point forward means a lot. And unfortunately, I didn't do a great job getting to him. I was trying and just came up a few car lengths short. And yeah, it just puts you in a tough spot trying to play catch up and whatnot. But yeah, it was a solid day. We need more than solid, so we'll keep trucking.
See you in Washington. Mike?
Thanks, Jamie. Well, Denny Hamlin's 55 wins have come with 7 different crew chiefs.
Wow.
And you know
All right, I think that does it for today. What's up next week? Let's see. European Le Mans at Barcelona, Catalonia, so I'm going to ignore that. Modifieds on Saturday, moved from this weekend. Darlington, we got Smart Mod tomorrow at Orange County. Arca West at Tucson, and Japan. So, yeah, so Japanese Grand Prix at 1 in the morning. All right, so that's going to do it for today's coverage. Hope to see you back next week. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.